Hello, I think I'm live now. This is crazy. I can't tell what is going on. I can't see myself. Can y'all? I believe I'm broadcasting now for sure. Yay! Happy New Year! Hey, Dustin for Greatness. Hey, Deidre. Oh my gosh, I know Rachel was in earlier. Hopefully, Rachel. Yay! Can y'all hear me? You can see me. Can you hear me? Tell me y'all can hear me. You can't hear me though. That's crazy. Y'all should be able to hear me. Oh, yes. Okay, good, good, good. All right. Well, Happy New Year, y'all. I'm already ready. Okay. I've been sipping and I'm sitting by the fire trying to do what I do. It's a new year and it's been a tough 2018. And I've been saying probably for the last 2 weeks, I need a new tagline because the tagline for 2018 was Baby or Bust. And yeah, that's done and over with, right? I guess 2018 pretty much busted. 2018 pretty much busted for me. Although there were a lot of ladies that 2018 was very, very good to. Um, Candace and Tim over at My Fruitful was very good. All right, Hawaii. I know we're over here on the East Coast. Um, it's about 12 minutes, a little bit less than 12 minutes for us. Um, Let me see. 2018 was good to Candace. As of right now, it's been good to Simply Tanika. It's been good to Sandra. Um, it's been good to Lily G. Who else is 2018? There's been so many VFPs. I can't think of them all. Please. This is a non-alcoholic sparkling sangria. Welch's. There we go. Plug, plug. Hey, Welch's, tell your people to call my people. Turn up, I know. But yeah, it's been a good year to a lot of us. And you know, I didn't get exactly what I wanted this year, but I guess I really wanted to come on this year and just let you all know that I'm just in a different headspace. Today's the 31st. I've been on birth control in preparation for my next FET. Hey, yes, 11 minutes. They've been shooting off fireworks. I don't know if y'all can hear them, but they've been shooting off fireworks ever since it got dark here. So my neighbor's a little crazy. But yeah. So I guess I'm in a different headspace. I got another FET coming up. I am currently on birth control for that. And yeah, you gotta call your mom. We're in PA, Deidre, because you know I'm originally from Philly. I hope she is destined for greatness. I know. I hope she is. I really do. I had a dream a few nights ago that I had 2 lines on a pregnancy test. So hopefully that means something for 2019. I really do hope it means something. But a few nights after that, I dreamed that I was robbing a bank with a friend of mine and my niece. So who knows with dreams? Who knows with dreams? But I guess different headspace. Um, you know, having done a frozen embryo transfer before. Oh, Pittsburgh, okay. Um, I think I'm just going into this with just let it happen. I'm really trying to, let go and let God And my theme for 2019 is really just going to be love, faith, and just hoping that the struggle is just the beginning of the story. You know what I'm saying? As my shirt says, this wasn't a mistake. I wore this shirt on purpose. The struggle is just part of the story. I'm hoping it's just the beginning of the story, not the end, not the middle, not the complete story, just the beginning of the story. There's so much more in store, and I just want to leave 2018 where it is, and welcome 2019 with open arms and lots of love, lots of faith, and cheers into um, letting the struggle be only the beginning. You know what I mean? Only the beginning. So we still have a few a few minutes left. Your fourth cycle, your fourth IVF cycle, Rachel. When are you in it, or will you be starting in January? Because I won't be doing a full IVF cycle. This will just be a FET. Thank you, Mika T. Thank you. It's my last embryo before I got to go back to the drawing board. Yes, goodbye 2018. And when I say back to the drawing board, I mean back to, if this transfer doesn't work, I have to pick a whole new donor. We're back to another retrieval. Um, you know, I you guys know, if you've been following, that I'm taking all my supplements and all that great stuff. Hi, Ninja. And that's my cat. He just he just walked over here. He's a little below the camera, so you can't see him. He's a little shy. There's his tail. Anyway, he's a little camera shy. But you see, I have my little, right up here, my little rose. I don't know if you can tell, like right under this picture, there's a little Believe statue right there. And it's kind of like, when I put this up, it was kind of like my Believe in Love wall. August, SCNY. All right, all right. All right, Rachel. August of next year? That seems like so far away. I hope 2019 doesn't go as fast as this year. I feel like 2018 just flew right by. Um, Give me a second. I don't want to miss the ball drop in a few minutes. So I want to turn the TV on. Hold on. All right. How about that? Okay. All right, I'm back. What's going on? Oh, my hair looks cute. Thank you. Thank you. It's a little old now. This was like my little cruise do. Whew. Oh, yeah, I hear you. I gotta lose weight too, Rachel, but you know what? Um, I'm over the weight loss. Like I wanna, let me just lose weight while I'm trying. You know? Let me just lose weight while I'm trying, so it's not like pressure. And save some money. I can dig that. Oh, thank you, RCJ. Welcome, welcome. Almost Happy New Year here. In about 5 more minutes. In about 5 more minutes. RCJ, are you sipping? Are you sipping? I didn't get the post on I don't know. I didn't get the post. This was acting up so much. I didn't even get to share on Instagram or anything. Uh, Let me see if I can. No, I guess. Copy link. Let me post on Instagram. See if we can get some folks in here in the next few minutes. Some more folks. But I thank y'all for joining me. Golo? What's that about, Golo? Deidre. Hey, Mika T. Where in Jersey are you? Are you in South Jersey? Oh, live in Los Angeles. 2019 is going to be our year. Yes. I hope so. I really, really do. All right. Let's see. All right. Come join if you can. All right. Let's see if there are any other ladies out there like myself who was home celebrating, bringing in the new year safely and away from all the. Let's get the fire. I set all this up for a reason, right. And see if we can't all just cheers to this new year. We're almost there though. Almost there. Just a few more minutes. It works on your hormones. Go low. Okay. I might have to check that out. See how that's doing. Is it working for you, Deidre? I mean, is it like a high fat, low sugar? I gotta presume it's some sort of high fat, low sugar type diet plan. I've been learning, just like I learned recently, I have a vitamin D deficiency. Um, Happy New Year, Bang Bang. Hey. 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes, and then it'll officially be New Year here on the East Coast. So 2 minutes to 1 second. Yeah. Hi, Ninja. Hi, buddy. So are y'all so Ursa J, Bang Bang, what y'all sipping on? I've already showed I'm sipping on some sparkling sangria, Welch's style. I don't know if y'all can see that. Sparkling sangria. There we go. We need to get back to keto. I know. I said after tomorrow I will get back to keto, but I can't sip on my non-alcoholic sparkling and be keto, right? It's too much sugar. 2 pounds a week. I'll take a look at it. I'll see how different it may be from keto. I know keto worked really well. No, I'm not giving up. I'm far from giving up. One of the themes we got less than a minute, y'all. One of the themes that has been screaming at me for like the last few days is a crown. Oh, girl, I can't get with the brown liquor. I can't. One of the things that's been screaming at me the past few is, I may be down, but I'm not out. You know what I mean? I may be down, but I'm not out. And, sometimes you just got to work harder. Sometimes you got to work different. But we can do it. Yes, keto on the second. Let's get it going. All right, they took the countdown off the TV. What's that about? We got less than 30 seconds and they took the countdown down. All right, 15. I think. What's going on? I don't know what they doing on NBC because NBC is acting up right now. 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! Be back, Deidre. We'll be here. Happy New Year, ladies. Happy New Year. Woo! 2019. Y'all can't even see my glass good. It says Happy New Year 2019. I got my sip. The only thing I'm missing is somebody to kiss. You know what I mean? Happy New Year. Black eyed peas with smoked turkey. Yes. Garbanzo beans. Ooh, that sounds really good. We got the black eyed peas. We got no collard greens. What is the black eyed peas and the collard greens? It's supposed to make sure you got money in the house, right? For the new year. Happy New Year. Yeah, I don't know. I'm on NBC. It was 30 seconds in and the count came off the TV. I don't know what that was about. But happy 2019. Hey, boo. Hey, Cosmic Doodle. That's my niece. Hey, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. See, I'm sipping. You see my little glass? You can't even read it. I got to drink everything in it before you can read it. I know it's only 9 o'clock on the West Coast. I was trying to get everybody. Hey, pretty RN83. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Oh goodness. Happy New Year. We're in Florida. It's not even cold here. But I'm running the fireplace anyway. Who cares? I turned the AC up just so I can run my fireplace tough. Happy New Year. Hey, older chef. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. It's going to be a great year, ladies. Let me fill my glass up. It's non-alcoholic for all those who just joining. Hey, Ashley R. I know y'all got another hour, but Happy New Year. I'm on the East Coast. It's New Year's over here. It's New Year's somewhere, right? It's New Year's somewhere. It's already New Year's over in the UK. They're about 5 hours ahead of us, so I'm sure they're already partying and sleep already by now. But I just want to toast to love and faith and the struggle, not only being part of the story, but just the beginning. Just the beginning. Happy New Year. Welcome 2019. Goodbye 2018. You in the rear view now. Let's get it. As Tanika would say, I wish she was here so she could say, let's get those babies. All of that. It's gonna be a great year, ladies. It's gonna be a great year. Wait, I didn't even drink my toast. Hold on. And I'm gonna look y'all in the eye, because you know what they say, you toast and you don't look people in the eyes like 7 years of bad sex, but I guess I gotta be having sex in order for it to be bad. You know how that goes. But I'm gonna look y'all in the eye anyway. It is good. It is good, Brie. It's really good. That's why I was telling you. Sparkling sangria. Oh, there's the camera. It's backwards. So I'm trying my best. Really, really good. Yes. Good vibes. Um, good everything. Good mindset. Lots of love, lots of faith. And let's try to turn these struggles around. No more struggling in 2019. No more struggling in 2019. I'm happy to see another year. Yes. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Yes, Rachel. Happy to see another year in general. Welcome back, Deidre. Just happy to see another year. And just taking it in. Just taking it in. Oh, they got Diana Ross on NBC. She's singing. I haven't watched TV all day. I don't know what I was doing all day, but I wasn't watching TV. So I don't know about you ladies. Usually about this time is when I start sending out a bunch of text messages, Bitmojis and whatnot. My brother just sent me a text to say Happy New Year. So you're probably not watching Booney, but Happy New Year's, Booney. Thank you, Ashley. Um, but I've got some videos coming up. On the second is the video where I go back to the RE after my endometrial biopsy. I'm sorry that the videos have been extremely delayed. That has been a lot due to my mental and emotional state. and just needing to really just disconnect and be with me and my thoughts, and do a little bit of what I feel like doing instead of what I'm supposed to do for a little while. I think we all need that kind of break at some point. And but the videos will be back on track. I have not been doing a lot of recording. Not a whole lot has been going on. Like I was saying, I do have an FET coming up. My last day of taking birth control for this particular cycle is January 2nd. So I will be happy to be rid of that birth control. And my meds are already ordered. The pre-offs are already in. My RE seems to be on the ball now. He kind of knows that I went and saw that other RE. They done made the request for my records already, so he hasn't said anything to me directly, but I'm sure he feels some type of way about it. But I can't care at this point. But if it'll make him get a little act right, I ain't worried about it. I ain't worried about it one bit. So I'm just gonna try to take in this last day before going back to work. I wish I had a few more days off. I wish I would have just taken the whole week off, but that's okay. We'll try to save up these days. We'll see if I can't use my vacation time for some maternity leave come the end of this year. So that's what I'm gonna hope for. That's what I'm gonna hope for. But I hope you ladies had a great holiday. I hope you enjoy your New Year's Day. Hopefully none of you have to work or anything like that. Um, Thank you, Ashley. I think I said thank you already. You said my hair looks good. Thank you, thank you. Um, and just Happy New Year's to everyone. I probably won't be up for the next 3 hours, Beta Bang, so I can't say Happy New Year to you in 3 hours, but I can certainly say Happy New Year's today. And I didn't intend to be on here for too long. I know we got a little bit of a late start. I don't know what was going on. YouTube is acting funny. I got to start the video in like 5 different places in order to get it working. So get Aflac. No, I tried to get Aflac, but here in Florida, Aflac they only work through your employer, and there are only two insurances that will work privately, and the one that was even close to reasonably priced wouldn't even bother processing me due to my current BMI. So they were like, no, no. So I'm just like, okay. So that was that. So no Aflac, but I did find out that my job gives us 14 weeks maternity leave. I was only hoping to do 12. I thought they only gave us 6 weeks, 6 or 8 weeks. It turns out they give us 14 weeks. But if I can get some money together and stay out a little bit longer than 12 weeks, maybe I can swing 6 months instead of just 3 months. So we'll see. Thanks, Destin, for greatness. Yeah, my fireplace. This is probably I don't know how many times I've lit this fireplace. I've been in this house since 2007, and I didn't light the fireplace for the first time until about oh gosh, it was probably 2010, probably 2010, 2011 before I lit the fireplace for the first time. Yeah, 14 weeks is really awesome. I thought it was only going to be 6 because I know when I went out on my surgery, they only paid me full salary for the first 6 weeks. So they say they give you 14 weeks, but I don't know how much of that is full salary. So I got to get the gist on that. Well, going abroad is not cheaper when insurance is going to pay for it. So I got insurance that's going to pay for it at least the next 4 retrievals. It'll pay for it. My insurance changed a little bit. Instead of 4 retrievals a year, this new plan is just 4 retrievals in a lifetime. If I do bring home a baby, they'll give me 2 more for a total of 6 retrievals. Hopefully, I don't need to go that far. And thanks, Bana Bang. I think yeah, I'm in Florida. Nice weather. Connecticut. Yeah, it was like 83 degrees today. So I literally have the air conditioner on and lighting the fire here, and I'm kind of warm sitting next to it. But yeah, so I don't know. I feel like I want to save, the options of when I'm actually paying out of pocket. Right now, I don't have to pay out of pocket, and let's get the good times rolling. I'm hoping that Yuba City, Yuba City, where's that nearby? I'm not that familiar with California. Is that Southern California, Northern? 33 degrees. Ooh, you know what? I don't mind cold. It's the snow I don't care for, like driving in and stuff. But 33, that's not too bad. It's still above freezing, right? Is it snowing? Did you guys have snow? Did you get much snow this winter? I guess you still got time. January, February. It's about that time it starts to warm up again. Here it might chill down a little bit in January, and then that's about it. Probably the first 2 weeks of January it may get cold again, and then it'll start to warm up, and we'll be back at 90 degrees before you know it. Before you know it. But yeah, I don't know. Abroad seems so much stressful though, Deidre. No rain. Well, that's good. That's good. Are they lighting fireworks? I don't know if you guys can hear the booms going on around my house. Oh, a half hour from Sacramento. Okay. No. I was in Tanika. I was in Tanika. I was in New York on business. Um, but I did get to meet up with Tanika. That was fun. Freezing rain, slipping and sliding. Oh goodness. So I'm glad you home and safe. My I was talking to my girlfriend. She's in LA, and she was driving around because she was telling me I should go out for New Year's, and I said, "No, honey, I'm gonna stay in the house where it's safe because these people act a fool over here." Fireworks, yeah. I know. It's not raining, but they just I don't know. All the neighbors on all sides, behind me, in front of me, they've been lighting fireworks. I was out earlier, and just everybody's just lighting fireworks everywhere. They put up the little tents and sell it like the real fireworks. Like people at home having their own little fireworks show, like it's 4th of July or something. It's crazy. All kinds of shots going on. Some of them probably gunshots too. That's the North Philly version of fireworks. Gunshots. So I'm used to staying home on New Year's. I don't go out New Year's Eve. Not at all. Not when I was in Philly and not when I was here. I spend every New Year's Eve at home. Home is safe. That's right. Home, close to the floor, away from the windows, sipping on whatever I'm sipping on. Exactly. Exactly. That's right. Home. Trying to make sure I wake up New Year's Day. That's right. These fools are out here. They're crazy. With so many accidents they were reporting in the traffic earlier today, and it was only 6:30 in the evening, and it was just accidents everywhere because people out here are driving crazy. Out here driving crazy. Mhm. That's right. That's when the crazies come out. That's when the drunks come out. That's when the drunk crazies come out. Exactly. Exactly. All right. Before I let y'all ladies go, do you ladies want to say anything? Give toast to anything for the new year? What's going on TV? I don't know. Is that J Lo? Yeah, looks like that is J Lo. I'm going on a boat to see the fireworks with some friends at 7. Oh, that's nice. That'll be real good. I love being up close and personal with fireworks. It just lights up everything, almost what they fall on your head. Almost. I don't need them to fall on the head though. Babies for all TCC. Yes. Yes, Ashley. Many, 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 many babies. 2008 was good to a bunch of us. 2009 is going to be great for a bunch of us. Thank you, Deidre. Thank you. I love you guys too. Oh my gosh, I love you guys too. Oh, traffic is cuckoo. Yeah. Baby, that's all who are TTCing. Everybody's crazy. There better not be no fireworks out there in California, bang bang. Y'all got a drought. We don't need no more fires. No more fires, so no fireworks. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm rested for once. I'm rested for the last 2 months have been crazy. I actually feel rested. Twins. I don't know, Rachel. You will come over and help me with them. Cause I mean, I was saying fraternal twins would be great, but then I was like, I don't know realistically if I can handle twins by myself. I'm gonna have to hire some help over here. But if you're willing to come on and help me, everybody willing to come on and help me, I'm all good for the twins. If God sees fit. If God sees fit. Covered in blood of TMH. I'm not sure what TMH means, Bang Bang. No, I've been saying for many years I need a personal assistant. Many, many years. I really do need a personal assistant, somebody to keep me up on my calendar. I'm telling you. And it was on my calendar. It was just crazy. I wasn't looking at it. That was my bad. That's what happens when I'm off of work. Everything's in my work calendar, and I was trying to be disconnected. Uh, I don't know what we want and what we need are two different things, Rachel. But you know what? I'm just saying, if God sees fit to give me twins, He must think I can handle it. So I'm welcoming it with open arms, the Most High. All right, all right. Thanks. I don't know. I'm not up on all the acronyms, baby. I can't keep up with all the little shorthand y'all young whippersnappers be doing. That and I'm a heathen. I don't really go to church. I believe in God, of course, but I'm a heathen too. So I'm not up on the church acronym. Ninja. All right, the kitty wants all my attention. He hates being picked up. See, say hi. Say hi to the people, Ninja. You say hi to the people. uh, I got Sky over here on the couch. I don't know where Oreo is. I think he's under the bed because of all the fireworks. Details on the T-shirt. This was Amazon. I just did a search on Amazon for IVF or TTC T-shirts and found a whole bunch of them. Most of the T-shirts you guys see me wear, I bought them all around the same time. I'll try to find the link to this and I'll put it in the comments to this video. You a heathen too, Meek. I know. I'm a heathen. Oh yeah, he doesn't like him and his brother. Thank you, thank you. Him and his brother, they don't like being picked up. Ever since they were kittens, they just despise being picked up at all. So he puts the claws out. But you see, he didn't really run. He's still right here. But I just wanted to make sure he didn't like scratch because sometimes he'll try to get away because he really don't like being picked up. His name's Magic. Yeah, this one's name is Ninja. I call him Ninja, but it's Ninja, like oh yeah, Ninja. Because when I brought him and his brother home, they used to hide like behind the couch, and his brother was out, and I couldn't find him, and I kid you not, I flipped my couch 3 times looking for him, and I gave up after flipping the couch 3 times, and I sat on the couch. It's a couch bed, so it's got open areas on the inside. And I gave up looking for him. Said he'll come out eventually, and then he. Oh, I'm not even in the frame. And then he eventually came out from inside the couch. So I said, "Oh my gosh!" I flipped the couch 3 times. He never made a sound. He didn't move. I had no idea he was in the couch. He was actually like in the arm of the couch or something. You got heathen tendencies. Uh, yeah, I don't know. I guess I just learned church is for fellowship, and but God is everywhere. You know, church is just 4 walls and a ceiling, and I don't have to be within those 4 walls and the ceiling to have a relationship with Him. So that's sort of my mindset on it, and I work on my he and I work on our relationship um together. So that's about as least heathen as I could possibly be. At the end of it, I just try to be a good person. I just try to be a good person. Right, Ninja? Right? Yeah. She devils. Uh oh. It's okay. It's okay as long as we don't forget. As long as we don't forget. I don't know if y'all can hear my little mood music in the background. I'm trying to play it real low because it's playing off the laptop. So it might be on there. I don't know if y'all can hear it, right? Maybe you can, maybe you can't. But that's my little healing tones. It's almost like spa music in the background. For a mood, I guess. I forget what this one is. Oh, stress relief, letting go of mental blocks, emotional cleansing, and rejuvenation of the spirit. That's okay. Sometimes you gotta be a she devil, Rachel. Sometimes you gotta be a she devil. Nothing wrong with it. As long as we don't hurt nobody for real, for real. But since I don't have a whole lot coming up, one thing I will promise y'all is I do have a dating while TTC video from like way back. It is really like from way back that I need to post. I'm probably going to post that next week, because I have a couple of videos I need to post this week. So I'll probably post that next week on Wednesday. So look out for that one. That was actually kind of funny. Um, so we'll see about getting that one out there. Other than that, on the dating front, I don't know. Your girl's been at a loss. I've been trying. To be quite honest, I recently got stood up by a guy who I guess was here visiting. I met him on one of the little dating apps, and I guess he was here on business, and he wanted me to come pick him up instead of him just like getting a Lyft or a Uber up the street to where we were going. It was a mess. That and I didn't go off on him or nothing, but he pretty much like waited. It is. He pretty much waited for me to get dressed to say, like, I was talking to him all day and I'm trying to get him to agree on the time. We picked the place and he just wouldn't really agree on the time. And then it got close, and I'm like, "Look, I'm about to step out the door. You gonna be there or not?" And he was just like, "I think I'm gonna go watch the game with my coworkers." I'm like, "All right, then, suit yourself." So I took myself to dinner, and while I was on my way to dinner, he sent me. Don't tell him yet, Ashley. Don't tell him. While I was on my way to dinner, this guy sent me a text basically saying that maybe we just needed to talk a little bit more. This was the first date. We just needed to talk a little bit more, build some trust, so that I wouldn't be so petty and come pick him up the next time. So my response was, "Okay, so now I'm petty." LOL. Okay. No one wants children at my age, 40. That's not true. That's not true. I've actually been specifically on these dating apps and I've been filtering for men between the ages of 33 and 50. And I've been running into a lot of 44, 45-year-old men that say they want kids someday. They don't even have any, but they want some. No, I don't need to lose it like that. And I ain't even tell you how we had this little corny game show going on, and I had already agreed to pay for the date. But now I'm paying for dinner. I'm coming to pick you up. I got to drop you off too. Come on, dog. Where's your effort here? They told you to have. Wow. They don't want to be. Do they all? Those men already have kids? Because that's what I was thinking. I need a man somewhere like in his late 40s, early 50s. Because these young men, I don't know what they doing. But I said the only problem with men at that age is they either already have grown kids and they don't want any more. But there are some out there who are like 44, 45 who don't have kids yet or have one and want more. And I've been finding them on the little dating apps. We'll see how it goes though. No, but they do. They're out there because I think a lot of those men think the same thing. If I find a woman my age, she don't want to have kids. Have kids first, then come back to them. That's crazy. Mm. But I don't know. In a way, that's kind of what we're doing, right? Trying to date while TTC. You just tell them I'm not asking for your participation. I'm just asking for your acceptance as a package deal. Cause this train's rolling. It's left the station and it's already rolling. We're not gonna stop it, right? So the question for them is, are you willing to get to know me while I have another man's child? One, yeah, the young ones are crazy. That's why I can't get with them. They real crazy. Well, I mean, you gonna have a baby. So this is what I don't understand. You gonna have a baby anyway. Is it just that he don't want to be financially responsible for whatever baby you have in case it don't work out? Because if he gonna be part of your life, so is this child. Whether you have him before or after y'all get together. So I don't know. It's kind of to me sometimes it's a little ridiculous. It's almost like I don't want to have no more kids, but I don't mind if you have them. Like what? But then you don't. I'm thinking the kind of man he didn't want any more kids. Maybe I'll go back when I have my BFP. Yeah, I mean, it's not his. He's technically not responsible for this child. But if he's gonna be in your life, he's gonna be raising this child, so it might as well have been his, right? I don't know, men. I don't understand men. I guess I never will. I don't understand them. I'm poor. I'm gonna finish this here bottle. Ooh, we ain't gonna talk about how much sugar and carbohydrates is in it though. But this say it only got 3 servings in it. That's interesting. I feel like I've been drinking so many glasses of this. Rachel, I tried that. I tried to tell them up front. Most of the men are like, okay, cool. I don't have no problem with that. Once they get past understanding that I'm using like sperm from a cryobank, I think the initial response for men is usually, uh, well, who's this guy? I want to know about him. Is he tested? Is he this? Like they automatically assume you got some dude that you humping on the regular to make this baby instead of buying sperm, very expensive sperm from a bank. So once I pretty much explain that, they're kind of like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I'm kind of open to that." But I always feel like they say that so quickly, um, that I don't even think they understand what it means. Like for now, it's okay because they can't see past what they want. I haven't had anybody run on me after telling them, but I think they're kind of like, well, you know, but it would be different if I actually got pregnant while with them, right? Because that's the real stressor. Can you still get to know me while I'm pregnant with somebody else's baby? Would you be able to raise somebody else's child as your own if you wanted to be with me? So I guess they would be in one or two extremes, right? Either they run and be like, oh no, this chick trying to trap me. She gonna try to get pregnant first chance she get. Um, or it'll be like, oh, okay, well, I guess if you're doing it that way, you ain't looking for no baby from me. So all right, let's just have fun. I don't know. It sounds like these they are rough. It's hard out here for a pimp. That's why I say that all the time. It's hard out here for a pimp. Yes. On these TTC streets. Yes. It is tough and rough out here. These guys, they either with it or they ain't with it or they don't know, but they want to hump you anyway because that's all they got on their mind, so they all right with it for now. I just don't understand the men that say they don't want no kids at all, but they don't mind you having kids. That just baffles me. That makes me question their true intentions personally. But I don't know. I think I will say what I've settled on is I don't say anything right away. I don't really think it's like first date conversation. But if you're in conversation and he brings up children, I think that opens the door for the conversation. So I'm not gonna lie about that. Um, so if you ask me if I want kids, I'll say yes, I want kids. Um, and I'll leave it at that. But if it turns into a whole conversation about when I want kids, um, then I'll actually say something. Have I done a video on donor sperm? Not specifically on donor sperm. I do have one on how I chose my donor. In the description of this video, Rachel, you'll see the how I chose my donor video in there. There's a few links with some videos of mine. You'll see that video in there. But I don't know. Give me another month or so. I might be doing a second video on how I chose my second donor. Because my current donor, I've used them all up and he's all retired. And the only way I can get more of him now is for siblings. So, um, I'm really hoping that this last transfer goes. And then I can try to get another vial of him for another retrieval. But I don't know. I'm taking all these new supplements. They're supposed to be really good for egg quality and all that great stuff. I found out a lot of things. Um, Not a lot of things, but a few things that can be worked on before this next transfer that might make an extreme difference. Um, I think I've already mentioned the vitamin D deficiency. Um, Someone mentioned to me the other day about iodine that they were talking to somebody else who had a lot of transfer failures, and it turned out she had low iodine. So, um, it's hard finding a donor. You finding it hard finding a donor? What am I taking? Oh gosh, what am I not taking, Rachel? What am I not taking? I just did a video on everything that I'm taking right now. Probably like 3 videos ago. My Thanksgiving. Take a look at my videos. My Thanksgiving. Um, and it says new supplements. So I actually break down every single thing that I'm taking right now. and I even break down what they do and like why I'm taking them. So that video went a little bit long. It's like a 30-minute video. So I can break down to you everything that I'm taking right now, but I do suggest you go check out that video. So I'm taking alpha lipoic acid, acetyl L-carnitine, L-arginine, or L-arginine, tomato, however you say it. Myo-inositol. I'm taking EPA DHA separately. I've switched up my prenatal to a prenatal that uses methylfolate instead of folic acid. Um, so that prenatal is a whole food prenatal. It doesn't have the EPA DHA, so I have a separate EPA DHA supplement to go with that. I just started taking an iron supplement that also has vitamin C and calcium in it. Um, my prenatal also has like vitamin E, selenium. It also has iodine in it as well. I'm trying to think. I'm taking magnesium. I'm taking ubiquinol. I recently had to redo my ubiquinol. I found a supplement that had ubiquinol and PQQ in it. So the PQQ is actually something new that I'm taking. So I'm trying that out a little bit. So ubiquinol and PQQ, they're supposed to work really well together. Um, is that everything? Let me see the iron supplement. I think that's everything aside from like my ashwagandha. I'm taking that too. It's a lot. It's a handful of supplements in the morning, a handful of supplements at night, and then of course I'm also taking a bit of prescribed medicine. So right now I'm on the weekly 50,000 IU's of D3. So I take that every Saturday night. I'm still taking the methyl-dopa for my blood pressure. I'm still taking nifedipine for my blood pressure, and I'm still on the metformin supposedly for my insulin resistance, which it does nothing. Now my RE is saying he like to see me. There's something on my floor. I can't tell. Okay, I thought it might have been a lizard because the lizards get in here. It kind of looked like a little baby lizard, but it's not. PQQ, yep, 20 milligrams. So, this I think it's by Jarrow, Jarrow. It's a ubiquinol PQQ mix, and it's got 100 milligrams of ubiquinol and 10 milligrams of PQQ. So what I do is I take two of those, and then I take one of my regular plain ubiquinol, so I get 300 ubiquinol and 20 milligrams of PQQ. So that's how I'm doing that. Yeah, finding a black donor is hard. It is hard. Yeah, I know. There's just not that many out there, and unfortunately, they're not all that impressive. Hi, Joseph Watson. How are you? Happy New Year. But yeah, so it's a lot, and I feel like with each failure, I try to add more. So after the first retrieval, going into the second retrieval, I added more. I seemed to get a little bit better results, even though I was only on it for about 2 weeks. Um, and choline, yeah. Be careful with the ashwagandha though, because I looked up ashwagandha as far as like taking that during pregnancy or after ovulation, and from what I found, they can't rule it out that it might cause like spontaneous abortion. So just saying, be careful. I mean, the REs. A lot of the REs don't know much about ashwagandha, so they question it. Um, but for me, I just stopped taking it after the transfer for that purpose. I don't know. I asked my RE about the CMV. Say, are you CMV negative? You must be CMV negative then. Right. Okay, Joseph. I'm just gonna put you in timeout now because we ain't talking about politics right now. Okay. Also, the DHA or DHEA. 5 black men to choose from at the bank. We're using 3 didn't have any vowels left. Yeah. All right, Destined for Greatness. You say you drunk. What were you drinking again? Mm, yeah, I'm taking ashwagandha to help with my sleep, and I feel like it has been helping me get to sleep. I don't know that it's been doing a whole lot with my mood, but I think the birth control is ruling my mood right now. So is the choline helping with the cortisol, or is that something else ashwagandha is doing? So I'm CMV positive, and I didn't know whether I was CMV positive or not before I chose my donor, and in fact, my RE did not test. He didn't do any infectious disease testing until I started IVF. So I had already done 3 IUIs and a couple of home inseminations with my donor who was CMV positive. I had no idea whether I was negative or positive. So if I was negative, I might have got positive using his sperm. So I don't know. Yeah, DHA, EPA, yeah. So I don't know. So by the time he did the infectious disease testing, I was positive, but according to the blood work, it didn't look like a new infection, so maybe I already had it. I don't know. But he made it seem like it wasn't that big of a deal. But I guess it's a big deal if you're negative. I don't know. I watched a lot of women. It seems to be a big deal for them. Yes, I'm so glad you made it. I'm so glad you made it. It's okay if you gotta go nod off a little bit. We don't want you waking up with a headache. There'll be many more live videos, Destined for Greatness. Thank you for joining. Happy New Year, doll. Happy New Year. Ooh. But yeah, just saying, be careful about it. Because I didn't know, and I wanted to check. And rather be safe than sorry on the ashwagandha. But I take an extra strength. I take 2 in the morning and 2 at night, and I seem to make it through the day magically. So I guess it's doing something. I do feel like it works for me. Um, I feel like it works for me when I turn on like my healing tones, and it puts me in a more relaxed state, and I feel like I can get a little bit more done. We're the Midnight 2019 crew. Yeah, yeah, we putting the work in. See, I guess I can stay up a little bit longer when I'm not actually drinking. I do have another bottle in there. That one is actual alcohol. Two glasses like this, and I'll be up here nodding off on y'all. And I'm not even a lightweight. Hmm. But usually, I don't know. Usually, I'm asleep by now. Oh, you know why I'm not asleep? Cause I didn't take that birth control pill yet. I knew I was missing something when I took those meds at 9 o'clock. I didn't take that birth control pill yet, so I'll take that birth control pill and I will be out in about an hour and a half. Um, choline and inositol works well together, but okay, it is. Wine is a night juice for me. Liquor is a whole other story. Liquor is a whole other story. When I drink wine, 2 glasses, and I'm good night. But if we talking vodka, that's a whole other kind of party. Vodka or tequila, that's a whole other kind of party for me. Lots of giggles, lots of giggles. Ooh. You can drink more, Mika T. You can drink more. I'm gonna tell you how you do it. You just drink a little bit more each time. Hi, Oreo. Here we got another one. Say hi to the people. Say hi. Yeah. I'll try to get Sky to come over here, but she won't. You say hi to the people. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Oreo has a whole lot to say. That he does. He's my vocal kitty. But Sky's being a diva. She's over here. Chase it with water. Oh, well, no good with water. You got to drink a little bit more each time. So, first time you go out, you have one drink. Then the next time you go out, you have two drinks. And the next time you go out, you have 2.5 drinks. The next time you go out, you have 3 drinks. You got to build up the tolerance. Just make sure you're not driving home. Oh, damn my time. What you have to do is you have to eat. Don't drink on an empty stomach. That's a quick way to get drunk. So make sure you're eating while you're drinking. Or try to eat something before you start drinking. And make sure you got a good friend with you just in case you get a little tipsy. A good one. Because a bad friend will let you be tipsy and won't take your drink from you. We don't want that kind of friend. We want the kind of friend that'll slow you down and be like, okay, that's enough. Because, once you get a little tipsy, you tend to drink a little bit more. I've been there. But in good company, Oh, the stories I could tell from when I was a teenager. Drinking before I'm supposed to drink. Is my niece still in here or did she go to bed? Let me make sure she ain't there no more. Make sure she's not in here anymore. I don't want to give her no bad ideas, but she's 21, so never have a hangover. I've never experienced a hangover. I've never, not from alcohol, but I've experienced like a carbohydrate hangover, like had a whole bunch of carbohydrates. Story time. Okay, real quick story time. On the drinking. Okay, so my very first real job was at a buffet restaurant and in Philadelphia. And the store, it was a brand new store, like they built it. We were the crew that trained before the store opened, all of that. So every year on the anniversary of the store opening, we would have a party. And I think this was the second year party. And so I had to be maybe 18. Yeah, because I was a senior in high school. And my sister, who worked at the Wine and Spirits, she's passed on now. My sister had bought me a bottle, like a $16 bottle, like a $16 bottle of Alizé. Okay. All right, Joseph. Bye bye now. Have a good night. So, all right. So, sorry about that. Before we were so rudely interrupted. So she had bought me this bottle of Alizé. Now, mind you, I'm like 18 years old, but I've been drinking probably since I was 16. Not like hard liquor or anything. I really didn't like the taste of alcohol. Mostly like fruity drinks, wine coolers, Alizé, that kind of stuff. So, I had this bottle of Alizé that I brought to work with me. So the restaurant closed at 9. We were having a party that night. So I was drinking that with dinner. The thing about it was, looking at me, you really couldn't tell how old I was. So the manager wanted to taste it. He never tasted it before. He knew I wasn't 21, but I brought the bottle in there. He didn't care. So I pretty much drank probably half of that bottle that night. That was before the party even got started. Yeah. Yeah, Joe had to go. Rachel, I kicked him out. He won't be back. His timeout ran out. He came back with more nonsense. Um. So yeah. So I so I had already had that bottle. I think I was a little bit tipsy. We were setting up for the party. Another friend of mine in there had like some Jack Daniels, and we had lemonade from the fountain. I'm totally sober. Totally sober. Hi, Calvin. Happy New Year. I don't know. They just see a live chat and they jump on, I guess. Yeah. So I so she had the lemonade and Jack Daniels. So I pretty much drank a whole cup of that, and then there had to be something else. I think there was like some vodka, or maybe no, maybe it was Jack and orange juice, and then there might have been some lemonade and vodka mixed in there a little bit later. So by then I was pretty good and drunk. But the thing about it is with liquor, usually I just want to sleep it off. And I was trying to sleep it off, but the party was getting going, and some of the guys there that were working there wanted me up and dancing, and I felt completely uncoordinated. So I was like, no, I have to stop. Yeah, hi, Dr. Phil. Although I don't believe you to be actually Dr. Phil, but Happy New Year. Um, so Uh, anyway, yes, bye, Dr. Phil. So, um, so they were trying to get me to drink water, I guess, to like sober up, and the water was just filling my stomach up more. So then I started to feel a little bit nauseous, and then I kind of like faked like I was going to throw up, and everybody like around me kind of backed up, and then I was like, oh, wait a minute, now I really gotta like throw up. And so they were like, all right, quick, get into the bathroom. So a few people was trying to help me to the bathroom, but then I got to like, cause mind you, it's a buffet restaurant. We're in the restaurant, so I got like in between the bars and like threw up all over the floor. At least it wasn't the carpet; it was the tile floor. And then I think one of my friends ran and got a one of my friends ran and got a bye, Dr. Phil. Happy New Year. He's gone now. I guess that was Joseph coming back in with another one of his fake accounts. but uh she went and got a trash can. I think I threw up like two more times. And then here they are. We got Dr. Phil. Yeah, Dr. Phil. Oh gosh. Hey, Miss Anonymous, Happy New Year. Happy New Year, girl. So I get in the bathroom and I'm just kind of like I'm starting to sober up now because now I'm thrown up like three times. And then a guy friend of mine was like, "Are you chewing gum?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I took it out my mouth and like showed him like, "Yeah, I'm chewing gum." And he was just like, "You just threw up like three times and you still managed to keep your gum in your mouth." So yes, so if that story says anything, one, no, I'm not a lightweight. I just mixed a lot of liquors together. And two, I am a champion gum chewer. I can throw up three times and still manage to hold on to my gums. So how's that for a story time? Dr. Phil. Oh, I'm that friend. I'm that girl. Yeah, I don't know. That's probably the. It's funny because I told one of my friends there. I said, "Oh my gosh, I'm never gonna drink again," and she was like, "You such a liar. You're about to go to Cancun," and I was about to go to Cancun on a grad trip. So I was like, "No, you're right. I'm gonna drink there." So okay, I'm just not gonna drink anymore until then. So that's that. I can drink with the best of them for sure. But I don't know. On this TTC journey, I haven't been drinking very much, so I think my tolerance has been falling off a little bit. after my BFN, while I was on that work trip, I had I had a glass of wine. I was probably about 2 or 3 sips into that wine, and I was feeling a little woo. This is nice. It's been a while, so so I don't know. I think I'm losing a little bit of my touch, but I can still have a glass of wine and still be okay. So that's good. That's good. But I think 2 glasses of wine in, and I'm usually pretty done. That's right. We women are multitaskers. I will say this. There was another guy there at the restaurant because what happened was when I threw up on the floor, the people that were helping me to the bathroom backed up off of me. So I ended up falling in. I'm a white kind of girl, but I do have a sparkling red that I'm a fan of. I prefer white wine. I like a good German Riesling, or a Moscato. I don't know. I've never had a hangover. Maybe because I was younger and I just don't. I haven't drink. I haven't drank to get drunk as like an adult. Like in my 30s, I get buzzed and then I slow down. Usually because I'm driving. So I don't know. I've never had a hangover. Not younger. Not ever. Yeah, I fell in it. So when I got to the bathroom, I had to change of clothes. So when I got to the bathroom, one of the guys that worked in the kitchen was like, "You gonna change your clothes?" And I'm like, I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna change my clothes." And he was like, "All right, so take your clothes off." And I was like, "Not while you here in the bathroom." Guys are a mess. And he was like, "Oh, okay, all right, I'll leave." So I'm like, I'm tipsy, but I understand what's going on. And I make sure I'm not like completely out of it. You know what I mean? I gotta remember what went on when I come in the next. Yeah, it was pretty nasty. I didn't fall in it. They dropped me. I should say they dropped me. I didn't fall in it. They dropped me. Yeah, he. Well, I would say that he's a perv. He was a little sweet on me. And I was a little sweet on him too. So he was just being a little flirty. We were all drinking. I don't think he was. I think he would have let me come out of my clothes though, if I wasn't in my right mind. I think he would have. But I don't think he would have took advantage of me or anything. He probably would have just been a voyeur and just watched me trying to be my baby daddy. Maybe he was. He might have been trying to be my baby daddy then. I wasn't looking for one though. I was only 18. My behind was headed to college. We wasn't thinking about no babies then. We wasn't thinking about no babies. Actually, I'm trying to think. Did I know my ex then? I don't think I knew him yet. That might have been right before I met him online. But yeah, fun times, fun times. I tell people all the time, those little like minimum wage jobs, every teenager needs to get one of those minimum wage jobs at a restaurant, at a retail store, because the people that you work with at those jobs, they're like the best people. I'm still friends with a lot of those people from that restaurant today, and that's like the best work environment like ever. You get into corporate America, everybody's all stiff. Don't nobody want to talk to you. You can't hang out with nobody after work, or it might be shady. You gotta be careful who you hanging out with because they might be trying to like come back and tell somebody, get you in trouble at the job or try to use it against you or whatever the case may be. It's all kinds of craziness. But those minimum wage jobs, that's where it's at. You meet all the best people working those jobs. That's the only thing I miss about working those kind of jobs is hanging out with the people that you work with. They made it all worthwhile. Ooh. Oh, hey, Kay Avila. I didn't even realize. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Amazon. Amazon. Take a look like tomorrow. I'll try to find the link and put it in the comments. Cause I think you'll just hear all my clicking in here if I start messing with the computer. But I'll try to put a link to where I got the shirt on Amazon. It comes in a few different colors. Thank you. But yeah, even my Ari was impressed with the shirt. And I was like, but I've been wearing a lot of shirts. He was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. But this one's different. You know, I couldn't figure out what was going on, and then I saw the sperm and the test tubes and the syringes, and I was just like, oh, okay. I'm like, yeah, this is only like the third time you've seen me in this shirt. Shows how much you pay attention to me. But I guess you ain't supposed to be paying attention to my shirt. You know, you're supposed to have your eyes on the prize. Let's get these babies. Make sure my lining is good. Take care of my ovaries. You know what I mean? So happy New Year. Oh, happy New Year. A few more text messages in here. I guess I'm a little late with mine. They're gonna catch them tomorrow. All right, ladies. So here's the hoping that we make some babies in 2019. There's a bunch of us still trying to do it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. And woke up in a good mood. Oh gosh. Stilettos on fire. Ain't no boys in here. But I'm gonna say goodnight to you too, because you came in here with a little too much too soon. And happy New Year and good night. I think he know my face a little better, but um, because he's had to stare at my face quite a bit. But I guess he's just not paying attention to my shirts anyway. I would hope he don't know my bottom part better than my face, because that's awkward. That's pretty awkward. But he certainly does know my uterus pretty well. Probably a little better than I know my uterus. So, you know, I got to take what I can get, I guess. Got to take what I can get. Oh my gosh. I think the drunk folks are out here tonight, y'all. I think they out here tonight. They acting a fool. I think it's this encoder. We already over an hour. I think it's this encoder that I use. It's a lot of it's like a gaming encoder. So I think a lot of people find my stream because of the encoder. So I get a lot of weird people coming in here. It's like a war outside. Oh gosh, with everything going on. Yeah, I like fireworks though. Do you like fireworks? Do you have any pets that get nervous? My pets were a little nervous all day. Oh no, Sky. I wish I could show y'all Sky right now. She's found herself on the floor, laying on her back. If you look at it, you think she done had some alcohol tonight. She ain't had none. She kind of laid out. All right, ladies. This has been so much fun. I have to do lives more often. I really do. But it's 1 o'clock. We've already been on here for over an hour. It's been almost an hour and a half. I do want to oh, just you get nervous. Oh, I don't know. I know some people have to give their animals like some kind of like sedative or something to keep them a little calm. Um, for like thunderstorms or like when it's going to be fireworks and stuff like that. Oh, poor thing. The Yorkies are so cute though. I wish I could have a dog. I just don't live a life conducive to a dog. And I don't think my cats will like me very much if I brought a dog in here. They probably wouldn't like the dog very much either. They'd be like, excuse me. Harpo, who this? Who this dog? Why is it here? I'd be in trouble. I would get some dirty looks if I brought a dog in here. Oh wow. They must be really close then, huh, Ashley? They must be really close. Woo! All right, y'all. I gotta let y'all go. I really do. I wanna, I would love to stay here and talk to you, but I want to keep it, I guess, kind of short. I don't know how long y'all want to stay on here. We already about an hour and 20 minutes in. I want to let y'all go, but I feel for like the people who gonna watch this later. No, okay, Villa, yeah, these cats. I don't know. It's like when they went off, they were just kind of walking around like, what's going on outside? But I guess it's calmed down a little bit because they've been setting the fireworks off since about 6 o'clock today. So it's been going on for a number of hours. I think they believe they're safe now. My little wood, my fire is burning out. I'm gonna have to put some more wood on the fire. Moscato done kicked in. All right, Rachel. Have a good night. Oh God, the creeps are out, y'all. The creeps are out. Bye, Trump, my love. Happy New Year. Got nothing to do, so we can stay all night. I know, but how much fun would that be for everybody else who has to watch? How much fun would that be? I don't mind hanging out with y'all. I don't have nothing to do. No, the trolls are okay, Mika. I can control them. They don't get to hang around too long because I'm good at kicking them out. Sometimes, new people come in. I don't exactly know what they're doing. They come in a little bit under a guise. Then they start making, some weird remarks, and then I put them in timeout for a little while. And then they come back after timeout, all aggressive and whatnot. Then I just be like, okay, blocked. So whoever that is who seems to love Trump so much and Dr. Phil so much, probably Joe. I'm sure they'll make another profile just to come back in here again. Oh, so actually, who said they were drinking Crown? Was that you, Mika? You were drinking Crown Royale? Let me scroll up here. See who was drinking that dark liquor. Oh, I can't see. Oh yeah. Oh no, that was Ursi J. Ursi J was drinking the Crown. She's still here. We might have lost her. She was drinking that Crown. We might have lost her. The liquor might have kicked in. Oh gosh. We popular, y'all. We popular. Oh, absolute. Okay. Oh, that's what I have to do. There we go. I wasn't blocking them appropriately. Fake news, CNN. Let me see. I guess these folks, they don't have nothing else better to do tonight than to sit home and act a fool on other people's live streams. Don't make no sense. Sheesh. Okay. Yeah, I just, I'm telling you. I don't know. I didn't watch any of them. I just wanted to watch the countdown. I was too busy up here cleaning. No, I don't really celebrate Christmas. Nobody brings me anything. Although my niece got me a a velour sweatsuit, so that was nice of her. I wish she'd have got me some back rent though. That would have been nicer. Uh, do I do any journaling while TTC? This is something I want to start. Um, I I have tried to journal as a kid, and I just couldn't keep up with it. So I figured for the TTC journey, these vlogs are my journal. I can just turn the camera on and I can just talk. Um, if I'm babbling, or whatever, then I can cut that out or whatever I um publish. But yeah, it's just easier for me. No back rent. She ain't never paid. She stayed almost 6 years. Ain't never paid a single time of rent. That would have been a lot nicer. I don't know. I mean, it's the thought that counts. But I did go hang out with her for Christmas, um, or I should say that evening. And then we hung out all day the next day. And we went to go see Bumblebee. And that was cute. The little one was off at her friend's house. So it was just she and I. But yeah, I'm horrible at keeping a journal. And what's crazy is that I do write creatively, although I haven't in a long time. But in middle school, between middle school and high school, I wrote like a novel. And then in college, I was trying to rewrite the novel in a more grown up way, but I never finished it. So one of these days, I plan to finish rewriting the story. Um, I knew how I wanted it to end, but I just had to get there, develop my characters, and all that great stuff. So it's creative energy. I just don't sit down long enough. I believe I have some form of ADHD or something going on. I can't stay on a task for too long. Yeah, but it'd probably be nice if I could keep a journal. I tried to keep a blog. That didn't work out for me either. I thought maybe if I typed it up on the computer, that'd be better than writing it in a book. I couldn't keep up with that either. I think I just have to do like the vlogs when I can. If something's going on, I just turn the camera on and talk about it. I don't have to like set myself up or whatever. I could be driving or whatever and just say what I need to say. I think that works out better for me because I'm so long-winded. I'm so long-winded. I get tired of writing. I don't want to write all of it out. It's just easier for me to speak it. I'm lazy. Got lazy hands. Lazy hands. I have people that tell me that they haven't seen my handwriting in years, which is I don't even know what to make of that. Like if I write something out, they're like, I haven't seen your handwriting in years. You abandon your blog and YouTube. It's hard to keep up. I mean, it's tough editing videos for YouTube. It's tough. But for me, I guess it's a little easier than maintaining a blog. But I mean, I guess you could focus on one and then just post your YouTube videos on your blog. That's what I do. I've got a blog that was kind of like a dating blog. It was supposed to chronicle like my adventures in dating. This was long before I was TTC, and because I would go out with the girls and I'd always have some crazy story. Um, no, not yet. Every video that I've made thus far, except for that one dating while TTC video, I just haven't had an opportunity to post it. But that's the only one that I've made that hasn't made it to YouTube yet. But it will next week. But I think there are probably elements of videos that don't make it to YouTube. Like I might ramble about something that I don't know. I wouldn't say that's controversial or anything, but I just think that I'm rambling. Like I'll ramble on and on and on, and I'll get like completely off topic. And sometimes I don't finish the thought, so it doesn't make sense to keep it in the video. So to keep the videos a little shorter, because my videos do tend to be longer. Um, I I'll cut those parts out, but I don't do very much cutting and splicing. You pretty much get the real deal every time. So, but it's a lot to edit. You know, inserting the pictures and editing and trying to come up with a description. It's a lot. So it's easy to get away from YouTube. I understand why. You know, a lot of the ladies, you know, they make regular videos and then they have their babies and then we don't see them for months on end. I totally get it. And I think what I wanted to do to avoid that, like just disappearing after my baby was born, was to just do lives like every week. I'll do like a 1 hour live or maybe a half hour live. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. And whatever happens during that live happens during you know, I'll talk about whatever it is there is to talk about, and then the rest is just a day in the life, I guess, for that time. So if I'm breastfeeding at that time, if I'm pumping at that time, if I'm just sitting there trying to relax while the kid is asleep, you know, that's what I'll do. But that'll be my attempt to stay with you guys, you know, after the baby gets here. Phone, YouTube, what editing program? Uh, when I first started, I had Movie Maker. That was the editing tool that came on that laptop, but then the hard drive went on that laptop. I had to get a new laptop, and the new laptop didn't come with a movie editing software, so I ended up buying Power Director. So, I've got Power Director now. I can't even remember what I paid for it, but I think it's Power Director 16, and so I use that. It was probably like 129, something like that. I keep saying when I'm about to not have a fire. But I do record all the videos are recorded on my phone. Like right now, the computer is doing the recording, but every single video is recorded on my little Galaxy here. So I'm not fancy. I don't have a fancy camera or anything like that. I keep saying I'll get one when I get pregnant because I want to take somewhat professional pictures. Although I do pretty good with my little phone. Um, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I'm gonna have to see about put. No, I have to get some more wood over here. All right, so I'm gonna put some more wood on my fireplace. So if I like drop and you know the house catches on fire, y'all be sure to call the fire department for me, okay? The way you're lazy. I hear you. Well, the good news about YouTube is record what you record, and then you post to YouTube when you post to YouTube. You control your cadence. The question is, what's your what's your purpose with YouTube? Is it just to share your story, or is it to like build a persona or something on YouTube? Because that's the only reason why you need a real cadence. You just post the videos when you want to post the videos, and don't worry about trying to keep up with a schedule. I heard the rest of this wood. Oh no, I burned it out. Hopefully, hopefully it'll ignite. I need to burn this wood up tonight. Yeah, should catch back on fire. Put a little air in there. Burn the flame out, y'all. It should burn back out. I'm trying to get a little, oops, get a little air in there. It should ignite. Oh well. It'll burn eventually. I'll force it. Okay. Alright, I'm back. Zane XV, Happy New Year. Any TTC habits? I don't know. Happy New Year, CJ. I was also more anonymous with my journey. I feel like I came out the TTC closet in 2018, but still have one foot in the closet. Oh, that's okay. Listen, to be honest, I'm in the TTC closet. I'm on YouTube, yeah, but this YouTube channel is not associated with any of like my email addresses or any of my regular like accounts. And even my Instagram account is private, and my YouTube group is private. So um, the you a normal person who knew me wouldn't necessarily find me. I guess if they were like Googling my name or something, they probably would run into it because my name is spelled different. But there are a lot of Tamikas with two I's in their name. But so most people that know me, they don't know anything about this journey. I don't feel like I'm in the closet because I don't necessarily hide. I think I just don't mention it to a lot of people because I don't want a whole bunch of people in my business like that. I don't know if that wood is gonna catch fire, y'all. I think I done put out my little flame. It's smoking though, like it will. So maybe it will. Nobody knows at all. Oh, Deidre. No, no shame in it. No shame at all. I think you just don't want. What you chewing on? What you chewing on, Mama? Yeah, Sky's joined us over here. No shame at all. I think. Come here. Come here. There you go. Come here. Come say hi to the people, Sky. You want to say hi to the people? I've been trying to call you all evening. Come here. Come here. She's your big baby. Oh, yeah. You a big baby. You say hi to the people. she, she said, kinda, sorta. You're not happy. All right, then get them. Mm. Yeah, I think it's not a shame thing. I just think it's people don't get it. You know, I think it's just that people don't get it. You want to talk to people who understand and can kind of see it your way. I think sometimes we have friends who oh, thank you, Mika. She's my pretty girl, but she's my mean girl. She's my mean girl. She's the only one that gave me static about picking her up. Usually she wants to be all in my lap like that, but she's acting funny tonight. Um, she'll make me throw something at her though, cause she misbehaving. But yeah, I think sometimes friends don't get the journey. They don't get why we try so hard. They don't get why we keep trying after repeated failure, repeated failure, repeated failure. Um, I think sometimes they say things that are meant to be helpful that really aren't. Um, I've got a video coming up that I recorded recently. Someone close to me said, have I given any thought to the fact that maybe having a baby of my own is not my path, or maybe that's not God's path for me? Um, so I don't know. That weighed on me a little bit heavy. Didn't actually hurt my feelings. I just think giving it some thought, because I had not given that any thought. Giving it some thought, I don't think so. Yeah, I think they mean well. I agree. Okay, I think people mean well, and because they're, for lack of a better term, ignorant um, to the struggle or to the situation, can't really put themselves in the same shoes as you, don't understand what it is to struggle from infertility or whatever the case may be. They just don't get it. So the things, little things that we take issue with, they don't see a problem with that. Well, what's wrong with that? Well, why can't you just do this? Well, why are you doing it that way? Do it this way. Well, why can't you just do this? Oh, it's just taking you too long to have a baby this way. Why don't you just adopt? Well, one, adoption is not as simple as you may think it is, and it's also not cheap if you want a baby. So some people think, oh, well, you could just adopt. And I've even had, like, my chiropractor ask me if I considered surrogacy. Yeah, I guess it's an option if I come to that, but I've not been told that I need a surrogate yet. I haven't exhausted all the other options just yet, so I don't. But I guess she just wasn't trying to push me to surrogacy. I guess she has another client that is a surrogate, and I guess that was, like, on her mind or whatever. But as someone who has not suffered, because she has a son, I mean, I think she's had a miscarriage before, but she's not necessarily suffered with infertility. I think she didn't realize how asking someone in my position if I considered surrogacy, how that might feel to me. And I, you know, I don't think she was trying to be insensitive at all. I think she was trying to be helpful, but it didn't occur to her that that might be a soft spot or something. Yeah, I'm not going to have a baby with a man that doesn't want one. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Ashley. And I've had a guy tell me, well, why don't you just get your little contract, just go out, find you a guy on a one night stand and go have a baby, because it ain't that simple for everybody. It ain't as simple as just laying down and having a baby. I got messed up tubes here. I can't just lay down and have a baby. It's crazy. I don't want to force a relationship just to put up a facade. Exactly, Miss Anonymous. Exactly. I tell people all the time, I'm looking for my partner in life, but I ain't in no rush to find him. Because rushing is where you mess up. And you can tell it was meant to be that way. Oh, I'm sorry, Deidre. oh yeah. I was just reading on a board. Somebody posted in the Single Mother by Choice board that she was sitting in a restaurant and this woman was there with her baby and a cute little baby, and there was she's in New York, and there were tourists that were there. It's New Year's Eve, so plenty of tourists in New York right now. And the tourists were commenting on the baby, and then they started asking about the baby's dad. And the woman told them that she was a single mom by choice. They seemed to be interested in what that was. She explained what it was. That everything seemed to be super pleasant. But as soon as this mom left, they started bashing her, saying how she was silly and how could she do that to her baby, and this is that and the other. And this woman and the tourists kind of got into it a little bit because they were just being hypocrites at that point. Like, I mean, I don't know. People are just mean for the sake of being mean. Yeah, if only it was that easy. Oh, you saw that? Yeah. I think we're in the same group, Miss Anonymous. I think I've seen you in that group before. But it's a shame, right? I think one of the lessons I've learned early is just not to really care what people think about me. And I think that's one of the traits that I dislike most about my mom is that she cares a lot about what other people think. Regardless of what the truth is, it's always about how it's perceived by someone outside who doesn't matter. And that bothered me so much as a young person that it was like, I don't care what other people think. I know what my truth is. I'm not out here trying to please them. So that's just how I've led my life into adulthood is I don't really care what other people think about me. As long as I think well about myself and I can sleep at night, that's all that really matters to me. I don't have to prove any of my truths to anybody. Oh, you know what? I didn't read any of the comments. Did they say the baby was badly behaved and all of that? Oh yeah, they did say that. Oh my gosh. You know what? I don't know if I can even find the post in here. But that was kind of crazy. All of a sudden the baby was badly behaved. It's a baby. Babies cry, right? I don't know. She didn't say how young this baby was. But yeah, just a mess. Just an absolute mess. Just an absolute mess. I don't know, y'all. I done killed my little fire. I think the only thing I can do now is throw some lighter fluid on it. I think that's about the only thing I can do now to get my fire back going again. Should I or shouldn't I throw some lighter fluid on the fire? Yay? No? I don't know. I could burn some paper. I got some paper I can burn. Used to be like that, constantly worrying about what other people think until I unexpectedly got pregnant and realized I can't live my life like that. No, you can't. No, you can't. It's gonna always be somebody hating. What Medea say? People gonna throw dirt on you while you alive, and they gonna throw dirt on you when you're dead. Ain't nothing you can do about it. But as some people might say, bad news is good news. You ain't doing nothing right if ain't nobody always talking about you, whether it's bad or good. It's all publicity, I guess. But people gonna talk. People gonna talk. I don't know. People probably been talking about me for all my entire life, and I've been completely unbothered. Unbothered. I think I got some paper I can burn, y'all. I'm really feeling some type of way about my fire going out. I waited too long. Here we go. A bill. Something I can burn for real. Uh, yeah, therapy session. Yeah, I wasn't required to have a therapy session. Um, I know a lot of people are. Let me see if I can get my wood to burn. Maybe. Might not be high enough. I might need to throw some more paper in there. Uh, Hi, emote faculty. I'm going to show your haters going to hate. Exactly. Everybody got an option. Yay, look at the fire going now. Alright, I'm a fire master. Yep, I know. I put some wood in there. It wasn't catching fire. So I burned some paper and now it's on fire now. But that I don't know, this wood burns so doggone quick. I got a little bit of wood left here. And actually this wood I'm not buying no more wood from Walmart. Sorry Walmart, but your wood I think came with termites. Oops, sorry. Well, I'm looking at one now. Crawling around. Mm, we don't need no termites in here. I don't know. That wood came with bugs in it. Okay. Okay. So we back burning now. Uh, I know. I wish. I kind of wish I had a gas fireplace, but there's nothing in my house that's gas. Everything is electric in here. So I don't know. Everything is electric in here. So I wish I had a gas fireplace. It'd be a lot easier to keep going. And wood is so doggone expensive. This little bundle of wood cost me $5. $5 for a bundle of wood that probably burned for about an hour and a half. That's too much. Yes, yes. I was just reading the post where this lady said she had did ancestry and what's the other one? 23andMe, and they found the donor's aunt. Well, I should say they found the donor's aunt, but they didn't contact the donor's aunt, but the aunt contacted them and then sent them pictures of the donor and whatnot. That stuff is crazy. But my acupuncturist was telling me when you do that ancestry and 23andMe that it is part of the agreement that you sign when you give them your sample. You give them like copyright of your DNA. Like they own your DNA. So like if they wanted to sell it to science and clone you, they could, and you couldn't do anything about it. So I was just like, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I understand, wanting to understand more about your child's history and where they're from and trying to understand their heritage and all of that. But to that point, I don't know. I know. Like, can you imagine being an anonymous donor and then being found on Ancestry or 23andMe from some DNA? And it's not even the donor that's getting his DNA tested, it's the donor's family that's getting it. So here you are trying to hide the fact that you were an anonymous donor, and now your family done found out, and they all interested in these babies. But I guess the people were trying to do it because they were looking for siblings. That's a crazy way to look for a sibling, I think. Yeah, yeah, I think we are in the same groups. That's so crazy. That might have been in the single mom by choice group too. I don't know that I want a clone to me. I mean, I done made a few requests for about 3 clones, but I need the clones to work with me. I don't want to find them out somewhere. Happy New Year, Bam and Mrs. Lee. Hey, Happy New Year. I don't no. I need my clones to work with me. I need 3 clones. I need one to go to work for me. One to do the housework around here. I need one to be out there running errands. And those are 3. And then I get to do whatever I want to do. That's how I want it. Let me see. All right, we still burning, I think. But yeah, finding out your brother or cousin was a donor, or finding out you have a brother or cousin. You fight your clone. No one gets my DNA exactly. Was an anonymous donor and had a bunch of kids. Yeah, I know. I mean, there's a national sibling registry. Um, I use California Cryobank. They have a sibling registry as well. But not everybody joins that. But all right, Emo, you gotta go. Have a good night. Happy New Year. I think you know, not everybody that has a donor conceived child wants to be involved with donor siblings. I think that's unfortunate, but to each their own, right? Miss Anonymous, to answer your question, yes, my IUIs were all medicated with injectables. I'm sorry, I saw your question, but I got distracted. Yeah. All all medicated with injectables. Gonal F. I had a letrozole, then Gonal F, and then the Gonal F wasn't enough, so I ended up with Minipure behind the Gonal F, and then trigger. Why can I not think of the name of the trigger? Begins with an O. Yeah. I mean, it would certainly be cheaper, depending on who's paying for the meds. My insurance were paying for the meds, so it would be cheaper than IVF. It might be worth one try because the injectables are the same. They're the same medicines that you use for IVF. So it's almost like a little mini IVF in a way, except they don't take the Ovidrel. Yes, thank you, Mika T. Ovidrel. Yeah, I'm paying out of pocket. Yeah, I don't. Well, it would be cheaper because you need less Gono F. I think I had he pretty much only gave me 2 injections of Gono F during the IUIs, and then the Avadril. So I'm gonna drop my donor's baby picture in Google image search, but not reach out. Just a light Facebook stalking. Stalking. Yeah. You know what? I was so I think I mentioned this in my finding my donor video that I was so kind of enamored with my donor, and because I went through the donor search as if I was picking out a husband. And so my aunt was just like, "Oh, he seems like such a great guy. Y'all would get along. Maybe you can find him. Put his picture in the search, and maybe you'll find him in real life." And I'm like, what do I look like? Stalking the donor with a Facebook search. I guess it would be like, is it Google image search or you want to do a Spokeo like they do on Catfish? And you get that should be a new show. The Catfish guy should be like it should be like find my donor. Put his kid pictures up there. Go searching for him. Maybe we could start a new show. Let's do a 23andMe. Find your anonymous donor. Did she? A lady in Australia found and married her donor. Get out. Get out. How'd she do that? We know how she found him. God, she was open to that? Did she tell him? I know. I'll be, I'll be, I'll be on the not wanted list. You see this lady coming, don't sell no sperm to her. I will have to get somebody with an alias. A lady in Australia found her donor and married him. I don't know. She found him through 23andMe. I don't know, but that's going on a lot. That's happening a lot. These people are finding their anonymous donors before the kids are 18 through Ancestry and 23andMe. And you know what? Um, the sooner or later is going to be some kind of precedence because you know how, let's say I'm using an anonymous donor. I don't know who my baby daddy is, but now all of a sudden I need state assistance. And you know how they be looking for baby daddies real tough. Sooner or later they're gonna be looking into all this ancestry and 23andMe and going, don't worry, we found your baby daddy. And now we're gonna ask him for child support even though he was an anonymous donor and wasn't supposed to be asked for child support. I'm trying to tell you, that's a slippery slope right there. Slippery slope. I'll make sure there ain't no more bugs in this here wood. I can't see none right now. Now she get it fresh from the tap. Does she have any? Did she have any more kids with him? I guess. Oh my gosh. I don't know. See, my donor's like super young though. I don't know, or he was young when he gave his sample. I don't know how long his sample's been around, but he was kind of sort of new. I think he was like 25. Would I really want my 25-year-old donor? I don't think so. I don't think he would want me, an old lady. That's crazy. I think there's supposed to be. It might be some paperwork or something they sign with the cryobank that protects them. But I don't know. There's no precedence for the law for these things, right? Or I guess as long as you don't like have actual physical sex with the donor, it's treated different or something. I don't know. But if you find him and don't tell him, hey, you were my donor, and you seduce him, then what? I'm gonna check this video out, Ashley. Put this on my watch later. It is messy. I don't know. I mean, if I was a donor, I wouldn't want people finding me either if I was anonymous. I guess my donor is open ID, so maybe he wouldn't mind. But I guess he would mind knowing before the kid was 18, right? Because he didn't agree to meet this kid before they were 18. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird, weird, weird. Everybody go watch Ashley's video. That's why we got quiet. Everybody watching the Australian lady who married her donor. Does anybody else, uh, is it just me or does anybody else wonder about maybe finding a husband and not being able to make a baby for him after going through all of this? I would think it is the same with embryo donations. A lot of people get anonymous embryo donations. They ain't so anonymous once you give your DNA up. What? They ask for, you know, they sue for child support. No, it's okay. Yeah, okay. So you're trying to have kids with your husband. I I don't know. I just feel like as a single mom by choice, I would love to have kids with my husband, but that time may come and go by the time I find a husband. Hopefully he got kids on his own. Or mine will still be young or whatever the case may be. He can love mine all the same. Um well Miss Anonymous, why won't you be able to have children with a husband? Well, part of the problem is I do have a black tube, and I and my other tube is not completely healthy. So I don't even know if it's possible for sperm to meet egg with the one tube that I do have open. Um, and if it does, I'm probably at risk um, for an ectopic that way. But quite likely, if I find a husband, we'd be going through IVF to make a baby. That's probably our option, considering what I've been through thus far. And I'm only getting older here, and I ain't no closer to finding a husband. So, I mean, who knows? I could be married by the time I'm ready to have my second child. I could be married. That would be great. To be married and be able to have my second child with my husband, but I would need to meet him like today. I'm out here trying though, so it's possible. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. No, I don't think they would be left out. But I tell you what I do worry about is going through another retrieval, having more than one viable embryo, and then finding a husband. And then what do I do with all my embryos sitting over there? Because they ain't by my husband. He may want kids, but he probably not. He might not want kids by some other man. No, ain't no man in my life right now. So if I met him, I don't know. Maybe I have met. You know what? Let me not speak negativity. Maybe I have met him and he just hasn't stepped up yet. The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lack. No, I've never read that book, Ashley. No, I don't think my SMBC children would feel left out because I think if I met somebody soon, my baby by a donor from a cryobank would be very young with this man coming into my life. And so this man would essentially become the father this child would ever know. So as long as he doesn't treat that child any differently, I don't see how they would feel left out. I would definitely donate embryos that I didn't plan to use. That was always my plan to donate them. But I think I would be like the paperwork I signed at my RE indicated that I would have to donate them anonymously. And I don't know that I I don't know how I feel about donating them anonymously. You know? I don't know. I'm still waiting on this guy to show up. I've been waiting on him for a long time, Miss Anonymous. A long time. And I keep saying either I'm ready or he ain't ready. Either I'm not ready or he's not ready. Um, or something. Something's going on. But I don't know. I'm treating the kids differently. I would hope he wouldn't. I would hope he wouldn't treat the kids any differently. And if he did, that's not the kind of man I would want as my husband. We come as a package deal. You got to treat my kids like yours, even if they're not biologically yours. You know, what kind of man is that to come into the life and say, "Oh, well, you're not my blood, so I'm not going to treat you like I would treat my blood." And if he finally got a kid that was his blood, to treat this kid differently because it's not your like that don't make no sense to me. Because if a man came into my life and he had kids already, I wouldn't say, "Oh, this kid is not my son. I want to treat him differently." Oh, I'm gonna buy my kids toys. I'm not gonna buy this kid toy. Or I'm gonna love this kid. I'm not gonna love that kid. That just doesn't make sense on a human level. It just doesn't make sense to me. I guess people do it, but that wouldn't be the kind of man I would want. It's good and gives insight on scientists can use your DNA however they want if you give whatever it's your doctor or independent lab. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I guess if you want that kind of test done, like Ancestry or 23andMe might not be the way to go. You could probably get it done independently, and that way you're not worried about somebody doing what they want with your DNA. But it's probably more expensive that way, though. Oh, girl, you need a different pool of men. Who are these men just treating these kids like this? I don't know. I feel like if I had embryos left over and I were donating them. Well, first of all, who wants my 38-year-old eggs? I guess somebody who didn't have an embryo. It wouldn't matter to them, right? They just need an embryo and they're maybe getting it for free. But I don't know. I feel like I wanna know who my kid is going to. Not that I wanna be involved in their life, or maybe I would want to be involved in their life. I don't know. I would at least want them to be able to contact me if they wanted to. Wouldn't want it to be completely anonymous. Yeah, no, I know women act that way, but those are some nasty women. So same to them. What kind of person are you on a human level that you treat this kid different just because it's not your blood? When you accept somebody, you accept them as a package, and you're supposed to love unconditionally. Now, sometimes the kids show up and they act a fool. You ain't my daddy, or you ain't my mama, or whatever, in which case it's kind of like, okay, no, I'm not, but you're going to respect my authority over here. And as long as the partner is not doing any undermining, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. But I would feel like, but if you don't date, at some point that's going to be the issue, right? When you finally do date, or you're going to wait for your kids to turn 18 before you date again. I mean, at some point that's going to become a thing in a relationship, right? I can't date a man with bad kids. Even if they don't live with them. What if they live with their mama and you only see them once a weekend or every other weekend? Just as the kids are bad at their mama house, don't mean they got to be bad at your house. Kids know the fine art of manipulation. All right, y'all. I'm done my bottle, so we about to reach the end of this. But I think kids learn the fine art of manipulation, and I've been an auntie for a long time. I've been saying for the longest that the kids that act bad and spoiled with their parents, and then they want to drop them off to me to babysit, and they want to act bad and spoiled with me. I don't roll with that. So my favorite line has always been, "I am not your mama. What you think might work with her doesn't work with me." So you know, I once we got past the little rough part of them understanding that they're not gonna get away with the same stuff over here with me that they do with their mom, you know, then I didn't have any problems whatsoever. Yep. Yeah, baby, Mrs. Lee. It's sparkling sangria. Let me say that way. Sparkling sangria. Non-alcoholic. Non-alcoholic. We having a non-alcoholic New Year's. I don't know. If this was alcoholic, I don't know that I would want to show y'all that I drank the whole bottle. I can't have that going on. I'm not sure about the dating questions, but I'm open minded. I just want my kids now. I know. I know. I think the dating is just something. It's just something that we'll just have to wait. Parents, kids with different partners. The parents favor certain kids based on the other parent. Oh yeah, yeah. So I think that's more resentment, right? The mom has a baby daddy she can't stand, so she treats the kid mean because she can't stand the baby's daddy. That's just not right either. Yeah. But isn't that what we're all looking for? Somebody mature, not with all the games, ready to settle down, respectful, honest, communicative, the simple things. People out here so doggone crazy. I tell people all the time, just look for somebody normal. You know what I mean? Can I just find somebody normal for once? Like these people, I don't know what's wrong with them. Something wrong with them. I've been doing online dating to find a mate. I've been online dating since I was 19 years old. I'm not new to it. I'm true to it for sure. My ex, Bama Mrs. Lee, I don't know. I did a Date While TTC series on Raymond. That's his fake name. But I met Raymond online. Yeah, just people. These men, they're not normal anymore. I don't know. I don't know what the problem is. I think I don't know. Like I say all the time, like social media has ruined society, and I truly, truly mean it. That social media is like crazily ruined society. Like I think between Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, all these outlets, even the dating apps where you just swipe left or right based on somebody's picture, it's made too many people available. So if these guys are out here going, oh, well, you don't want to talk to me? All right, well, swipe. Here's another one. I'm the one swipe away from, you know, another person. Yeah, I tried eHarmony. I got nothing but a couple of bad dates on eHarmony. Um, I tried Match. They kept matching me with people who didn't want to date black women. That was a complete total utter waste of $100. But yeah, I know plenty. I know 3 or 4 people who have met their husbands on Plenty of Fish. One of them I suggested go on Plenty of Fish, and she met her now husband on it. And it didn't take her long either. Oh, eHarmony. I don't know. I've had 2 bad experiences on eHarmony. One guy tried to beat me down because I like cats, and he first he tried to say the only people I know that's into their pets like that are lonely, desperate women. Excuse me. Then he tried to say, "Oh well, no, really, I'm just allergic to cats." Then you should have led with that instead of saying you don't like pets or animals or whatever. Now you want to clean it up and say that you allergic to cats. Nah, I'm good though. I'm good, boss. Move on. No, well, I don't know. You know, people be meeting their mates on Tinder. Tinder, I thought Tinder was for hookups, but POF is an actual dating site. It's not like just an app. So I don't know, but yeah, I know at least 3 people who met their husbands on Plenty of Fish. It's a free site. It's a lot of trash on there, but if you got the wherewithal to sift through the trash, then I guess you can find somebody on there. I mean, I just figure I'm a good person. I'm on this site. There must be a man on the other side. That's a good one. I have recently been trying Bumble. I had never even heard of Bumble until a few weeks ago. Never even heard of it. I don't know. I kind of like it, but I don't know. Ashley, if you were on earlier where I was talking about a date I got stood up on, yeah, I met him on Bumble. So that was my first stood up, you blew it kind of date from there. But I don't know. I got a couple of prospects that I just met the other day. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I just think it doesn't matter the site. It's just about who you meet and what they're about. I think it's just what they're about. And I think a lot of men out here, older, younger, or whatever, they're out here, they're testing, They're using the site, they're asking specific questions to kind of test to see if you're worth their time. I'm running into a lot of that. Yeah, it was recent. Let me see. I just I just went on vacation. It was right before I went on vacation. So it was right before Christmas. Yeah. I met him. We were talking like for a couple of days on and off. We never got to like talk on the phone, but we like exchanged numbers. And I broke my rule. I gave him the cell phone number, which I learned. I live to regret every single time I break that rule. And he seemed like it was going well. I exchanged the cell phone number with him. He was just texting me. He never called. And we were texting all day. We were planning a date, and at the last minute, he decided he didn't want to go because he was in town on business. He didn't live here. I didn't find it out until later, but he wanted me to come pick him up. I don't know you, and I don't owe you. I don't drive, Lyft, or Uber for a living. It is not my job to pick up strangers and drive them to the places they need to be. High school try, yeah. Yeah. But people use Facebook as a hookup site too. I get random like friend requests from dudes, especially like being in certain groups. Hi, Happy New Year from Chile. Hi, Paolo. Happy New Year. Thank you. Good luck to you. I have a Google Voice number. I don't do that only because the reason I give the house number is because you can't text the house number. You can still text the Google number. So the idea is to get them off the text messaging. But I think I lose a lot of prospects that way because I'll give the house number. They'll never attempt to call and they'll only text, but they'll think that something's wrong. Um, they'll think something's wrong with the number or that I gave them a fake number or whatever because the text messages don't go through or they'll get an error or they'll text me and I won't respond because I don't get the text messages. So, but my thing is if I give you the number and I say call me, I don't say text me, I say call me at this number. And all they want to do is text. So in my mind it's kind of like it's like the best filter ever because if you never plan to talk to me on the phone then you would never try calling the number. Like if you think the number something's wrong with the number, try dialing. And if you never think to dial, I don't know. Yeah, I think I just feel like when you text, it's been my experience. I can't say this is every guy, but it's been my experience. I'm texting you. We're supposed to be holding a conversation, but you respond to me every 20 to 40 minutes. What's taking you so long to respond to this text message? Then you type into me in shorthand, and then you really don't have anything to say. You just want my cell phone. You don't want to call me and talk to me on the phone. You're not trying to plan a date. All you send me these good morning beautifuls and but you don't have anything to say. You're not really trying to get to know me or anything. Like it's not going anywhere. You're just collecting numbers. And I don't want to be a part of that collection. So if I can get you off text message and on the phone, then we can get somewhere. If you don't want to talk on the phone, you're not the dude for me. Because I need somebody who can hold actual conversation. We don't have to be on the phone for hours on end, but talk to me for a half hour or so, a couple days a week. It's not that big of a deal. Exactly. Exactly, ma'am and Mrs. Lee. You cannot learn tone, emotions, or personality from text. Too easy to juggle multiple women? Absolutely. Too easy. And then they immediately slip into, like, when a guy immediately slips into, hey, babe, or boo, or bae, why are you not calling me by my name? Because you're scared you might call me by the wrong name? I mean, it's not personal at all. And these days, when guys do call you, they assume they're calling a cell phone number, so they don't even say, like, hello, can I speak to? Like, you answer the phone, hello, and they be like, what's up? Um, Hi. Who's calling? Like, who are you? What are you? Well, how many dudes you gave your number to? And they get an attitude because you don't know who they are. Well, listen, I gave you my number 4 hours ago. You didn't give me yours. I don't know who calling. You didn't introduce yourself. Phone etiquette has gone like out the window. So I don't know. Maybe I think guys think I'm uptight because I'm giving them a lecture on phone etiquette too. When you call somebody, you call and you say, hello, can I speak to? You don't even know if you're talking to the right person. You just assuming that I'm picking up the phone because that's the number I gave you. So there's that problem too. But maybe I'm just old fashioned, old school, whatever you want to call it. But you're 30 or 40 years old. You should understand proper phone etiquette at 40 years old. Really, you should. I mean, if you were 25, okay, maybe you don't understand proper phone etiquette. But at 40, at 35, 40, you should know what proper phone etiquette is. You call somebody, you say, "Hello, can I speak to?" This is. That's it. So I don't know. And I think that having that expectation has become too much for these guys. Oh no, she want too much. She want me to actually say who I am and ask for her on the phone. That's too much work. So it's like I don't know. And then I get guys that tell me I got like Superman level standards. No, this is basics. This is basics, you know. And I've had a couple guys go, no, I make phone calls for work, and you're absolutely right. I was talking to the complete wrong person, and I got in trouble for that. So you're right. I really do need to, say hello. Can I speak to? Make sure you're talking to the right person. Yeah, I mean, common sense. I think I don't know. It's a level of laziness or something, or they just don't want to work. It's just supposed to be easy for them. If it's any amount of extra work for them, they just are over it. And I'm over it. Like this is pretty simple, and This is if you are not doing it, you can't teach my daughter to expect it. That's how I feel about it. If you're not doing it, you can't teach my daughter to expect it. And we'll leave it at that. True. Or other women accept that foolishness for the sake of having a warm body next to them. Yeah, it's okay to use complete sentences. It is. And punctuation. Complete sentences and punctuation. Like, I can't with the run on sentences with no periods, no commas, no explanations, no exclamations. I don't know what's going on here. I got to figure out the story because you didn't use an apostrophe. You're using some kind of shorthand. I got to figure out your acronyms. Well, what does this mean? I don't know what that means. I'm not one of these young whippersnappers. I don't know what all this shorthand madness means. And heaven forbid they start talking in emoji, because then I really don't know. Great conversation ends up just being a friend. How? Oh, you always end up in the friend zone, or you put them in the friend zone? Why do you think you make it to the friend zone, Ashley? I think I friend zone a lot of people. You're not giving it up soon enough, so they put you in the friend zone. Is that what it is? You shouldn't be ashamed. I say stay flowered. They friend zone you because you're not giving it up. I'm in the same boat. Stay flowered, girl. Don't give it up to just anybody. It's okay to have standards. Don't let them think something wrong with you. Don't let them make you think something's wrong with you. Cause the guy be like, "Oh no, you taking too long. I don't want," and they move on. They get disinterested because there's so many easy women out there willing to give it up, give it up, give it up. Hmm. Oh, I'm a flirt. I can flirt, and I can flirt with the best of them. I can talk a good game too. But I tell you what, I've always been known for since I was a teenager is pumping the brakes. Not decisions already made before I left the door whether you was gonna get something or not. And ain't nothing you can do to change my mind. So you can either wait or not. It depends on how much or how much you think I'm worth it. You try to be coy. What's your version of coy though, Ashley? Is it oh stop. Do you hold hands? Do you kiss on the first date? I don't kiss on the first date. Old fashioned, I guess. I'll kiss a guy on the cheek, but I won't kiss on the first date. Well, actually, let me quantify that. That depends on how much phone time we got. Oh, that's why they don't want you, because you tease them. You can't get them excited and then pump the brakes. You gotta let them know what they're expecting. So what you gotta do there, if you're gonna be a tease, but they gotta know up front what the deal is. So if they get themselves worked up, they got themselves worked up. You didn't get them worked up. So you can't like take them there and be like, nah, you know, go home now. That they don't like. I will do the constant reminder thing because guys will try you, right? So I'll just be like, listen, I already told you this ain't happening. Don't get yourself worked up now because you're going to go home and you're going to be uncomfortable and you're not going to like that. And the guys think, they always think they can change your mind. Let me give you a massage. Hey, Benny Bang. You up now, a little bit sober? From Congo, Africa. Very stand up guy. Best thing that happened to me. Oh, that's great. That's why I'm the home girl. Right, because you get them worked up. You can't get them worked up, Ashley. You cannot get them worked up. If they're gonna get worked up, they have to do it on their own. It can't be anything you did. Like you can't be rubbing on them. You can't. You know what I'm saying? If they want to kiss you, that's fine. But you can't be rubbing on them and all of that and because then they think they're gonna get some and then they just feel like okay, you worked me up for nothing. And that will be bothering with you. I'm up front. I'm just like, just so you know, this ain't happening. So don't get yourself worked up because I don't want you to go home with blue balls. You know what I'm saying? So don't do that to yourself. I don't recommend it. And then they try anyway. And then I gotta let them know that you about to go home with your guys ice cold blue. You keep messing around. Old fashioned and picky, but these guys nowadays they don't get sex for about a second date. Then they done, and so am I. Yep, I'm trying to tell you, it's too easy out here. But see, my thing is, it's also too much stuff out here to just be banging anybody. If you trying to bang on a second date, then how many second dates do you go on? How many chicks have you banged this week? If that's the case, you know. So I gotta look out for all the nonsense and foolishness that's out here swimming around in this here pool of this cesspool of nastiness. So that too, I want to make sure he got enough time to be, sobered up or whatever. And these days, before you have sex with him anyway, you gotta ask him to come with papers. I got my papers. Where yours? It's too much out here. Too much out here. I don't know. I've lived a dangerous life when I was younger, but not anymore. Not anymore. I don't have very much life left here on this earth, and I'd like to enjoy it as best I can. But yeah, Ashley, you gotta stop being so much of a tease. One is gonna be the godfather of my child. We should have been married. There may still be a chance. Is he married? Is he in a relationship? Could probably reopen this opportunity. Have you asked him to be the donor? Maybe ask him to go half on the baby with you. No, I don't think you can fake the papers as long as they get it from a reputable source. Like I'm all with the we can go down to the clinic together. Oh, she just the girlfriend. She not the fiance or the wife. You still got a shot, Ashley. You just gotta hang by and wait for the girlfriend to mess up. and then you swoop in there. That's what the guys do. You wait for him to come to you with some kind of drama with the girlfriend, and then you swoop right in there, being the good friend, laying his head on your bosom. Oh, it'll be okay. Oh, so you asked him. You can't do half on a baby, huh? Okay. Well, all you can do is ask. All you can do is ask. Is that because he has the girlfriend though? Like, you know, it might just because he got a girlfriend. But did he know that he wasn't going to be like? I mean, did you discuss how the baby was going to get in there? Whether he was just going to give you sperm or whether y'all was going to actually do the do? Because I asked a male friend of mine. We didn't talk about how the baby was going to get in there. He just said he'd think about it. But then he got married a few years later, so that was out. Man, she don't cook. These guys are stupid. They always pick women that they don't need. Useless. That's why she's still the girlfriend, because she don't cook. Oh yeah, uh, almost New Year's. Hmm. I know somebody gonna come back to this here live and be like, "Well, they was live for too long. I'm not watching that." Yes, Linda. Yeah. Happy New Year, Kitty. He wants to be a full-time daddy. He so he wanna be a father with his wife. Is that what he's saying? He want the kid in his household. I don't I don't know. Yeah, it could get messy. You know, it could get messy, but it's up to the person, right? You can't ask just anybody to go half on a baby with you, right? See, Ninja agrees. Mhm. Right? You can't just ask anybody. He want the kid in his house. Yeah. So well, but again, his girlfriend is the girlfriend because she don't cook. Now, if she cooks, she might be the fiance. Right? Yep. That's how y'all do, right? Ninja's a male kitty, so he knows all about it. He's totally agreeing. Happy New Year, Tonka's mom. Hello. And good night. Good night, lady. I know it's late. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. All right. I'm going to throw this last bit of wood on the fire. And then I'm going to have to go. I still got a little bit of my juice left. Just a little bit. Girlfriends are temporary. That's right. Girlfriend ain't fiance, and fiance ain't wife. So it ain't official till they say I do. Till then, he's still a free agent. You know what I mean? I really should be using a little grip thing. I shouldn't be using my hands. We flirt still. If I'm ovulating, he tried. Well, we ain't say trap him. Ashley, we didn't say trap him now. But if he's flirting with a girlfriend, how much of a girlfriend is that? A girlfriend's supposed to be practiced for the wife. He's supposed to be flirting when he got a girlfriend. He ain't supposed to be doing that. I don't know. That's not a good trait on him. That's not a good trait at all. No more. We'll leave that there. He knows you, TTC. How am I using a fireplace? Because the house come with a fireplace. Don't worry, the AC is on. I don't know, but the fireplace, my ceilings are really high in here, so it doesn't get warm in here at all. You really can't even feel it unless you're like close. So I only feel the heat on my back. I don't feel the heat nowhere else. That's not a trap. That's informed consent because because he knows you trying to conceive. Well, he better make sure he's strapping up then, huh? Don't just make sure he not inebriated. Especially American black men. My husband is faithful, thank God. I know. I think it's just men in general. They ain't even black men. Because I date outside my race. And trust me, they all play games. All of them. White, black, Hispanic. They all play games. And you know what? I was just telling somebody the other day, because at my reunion, my play little sister and her boyfriend came to the reunion. And she told me they left the reunion and he said, "Man, Tamika is really cool. She got a great personality. I can't believe she's single." And she said, "I don't think he's ever said that about any of my friends." I said, "The only men who see me that way are men who are attached. Married men, men in relationships. Because I think they just look at women different. So the only men that seem to be attracted to me are men who are already in relationships. They're like, man, if I wasn't married, or, oh, I just love you to death." Like, I'm telling you, it's hard out here for a pimp, man. Can't get no love with these single men out here because they just still playing. Just still playing. All right. We're the last hurrah with the fire. Burn this little wood up. But truly, it's all of them. It's not just black men. They all just out here playing. Just out here playing between the thirst traps on social media. You got the girls out here with their booty pics. It's just like constant a barrage of booties and boobs and everything else. And these days, they don't even half wear clothes. The clothes, you see through them and all that great stuff. So they pretty much see naked women all the time. They don't need to bed you to see a naked woman. Oh, well, that's nice, Deidre. That must mean y'all ended on somewhat good terms, though, right? That he decided he would be a donor. Does he want to be involved in the kid's life though? Like, will he sign over his rights? Does he just want to be a donor, or does he want to be a dad? Even though y'all like not together. Okay, so y'all still married. That's cool. I wish somebody come up to me and be like, I want to, let's go half on the baby. Now, I've had somebody say, oh, we would have made cute babies. And I gave them the, okay, sir. Look, I wasn't trying to go there with you. We would have made cute babies. All right. I don't know. But you already got two, so slow down. Oh, 26 years. Oh, congratulations. Happy anniversary. That was only a few ago. Happy anniversary. That's sweet. 26 years. That's a long time. That is a long time. Hmm. Yes, Oreo. Come here. You want to say hi to the people, though? No. No? Okay, get down. Wait, 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 wait. Chill, chill. Got his nail stuck in my shorts. That's nice. Well, that's good. That means the love is still there, girl. And sometimes you gotta separate a little bit. Uh, do you think so, Miss Anonymous? Do you think these guys were wanting to be part of the child's life, and you just didn't want to deal with them and on that level? I mean, I don't mind going half with a guy who's not going to be a headache with sharing the kid, or give me a hard time when I want to, take the kid out the country or do something like that. um, I wouldn't have a problem. Somebody who can go half on the child care, you know what I mean? But I don't want to go half with somebody who wants to be involved but also wants to be a deadbeat. If you want to be involved, you need to be all the way involved, financially included. Okay. Yeah, I hear that. I hear that. I don't know. I'm just looking at this top chat. I don't know if I'm missing messages in here or not. But yeah. So I mm, knew him since you were 4. Oh, you met him in kindergarten. Mm. Were your childhood sweethearts then, Deidre? I think I might have been missing some of your chats in here. Did you give each other Valentine's? Yeah, consistency. Either you all in or you all out. Oh, Deidre. I had crushes in kinder first grade. I don't think I had crushes in kindergarten. Maybe first grade. Just crush. I don't know if he crushed back or not. Oh, same babysitter. Don't want questions about why he has a daddy, but I don't. Okay. Oh, that is a tough situation, right? I watched that on Teen Mom a lot. With that one girl, I think that's Teen Mom too. With Leah, she got the twins with Corey, and then she got another little girl. which I can't think of his name, and the twins will go with their dad, and she'll be like, I want to go with my dad. Why can't I see my dad? So, yeah, that's tough. And her dad is in the picture, but he works or something. So I guess he don't always come get her when he says he's going to get her or something like that. They don't have like a regular schedule. Ooh, that wood's burning now, huh? Oh, my nose keeps itching. Yeah, I don't know. I hear you, consistency. But what if you do find one that has a dad, but he's in the life consistently, and you get the questions anyway? Miss Anonymous. I mean, would you deny a man coming into your life and being a father to your next kids? Yeah. But maybe if the new man coming into your life can be the father figure and do all the same things, maybe it won't be so complicated, right? Or we hope. Because you think a man coming into your life, say even before you have your next kids, that they, would make a bond. So, like, let's say you were dating and you met someone. I mean, you have a kid now, right? So you would expect that person to bond eventually with the kid that you have today. So, like, if you had more kids um, with the new guy, there might still be the question of why do they have a dad and I don't, because he knows he's been around before this other guy showed up. But if the other guy becomes the dad figure, then maybe it might not be such a question. I don't know. I'm like a hopeless romantic, and I hope everything works out the way it's supposed to. Oh, Ashley. Oh man, too many genetic mutations. Hi, Black Monroe. Happy New Year. Oh, thank you. Thank you. They said I have a beautiful spirit. Thank you. Girl, get ready to binge on my videos alone, girl. But I appreciate you getting caught up. He would be all in the same household, then it could work. Okay, I understand that. That's kind of how I feel right now. I guess being TTC, deciding to be a single mom by choice. I'm not dating nobody. I don't want to have kids with somebody I'm just dating, you know. And I thought going into this part of my life where I wanted to have kids that I would date but not be so careful about not getting pregnant for the sake of just wanting to have a kid, but having gone through like picking a donor and really having to think seriously about who my baby's daddy should be or could be. I don't think I don't think I want just anybody coming into my life and becoming a baby daddy like that. Like, I don't want to have kids with someone that I have not chosen. I don't want to tie myself via a child to someone that I have not chosen to tie myself to, if that makes sense. So I agree with you, Miss Anonymous. I think we'd have to be like married, living under the same roof to have kids. Happy New Year. Be catching up. I got someone to watch while I get ready for work in the AM. Yep, I got another FET coming up, so there'll be some videos coming up. I guess a little fast and furious regarding that. Um, but yeah, I did that and it worked out. Yeah, but I don't want to take the chance next time around. I hear you. I hear you. I don't know. I guess some women like get married because they're more in love with the idea of getting married. It's not even about that they like the guy; they just want to be married. I think I felt early on like, okay, let me find a guy that I don't know, wouldn't mind having a kid with. If he turns out to be a deadbeat, that's okay. I was trying to be a single mom by choice anyway. I don't know. Only because that method is potentially cheaper. But I guess it didn't work out that way. It's not wasn't meant to work out that way. I don't know. I don't know. The way I feel about it now is I done invested in the whole donor bit. So let's just stick with that. And then, we find a mate for the purpose of finding a mate, not for the purpose of breeding children right away. Oh God. We'd all be in some bad shape, Black Monroe. We'd be in some bad shape. Um, I mean, no, I mean you're not just humping everybody, right? I like for me, I just feel like I would need to be in like a committed relationship to hump anybody at this point. The whole casual thing has never been for me. It's not something I enjoy. So it's not like just anybody. Somebody would have to be around enough. Like I would feel like I could be in a committed relationship with him. And if I happened to get pregnant while in a committed relationship, I wouldn't mind. Like that was my mindset. It wasn't like I was just going out here humping whoever came around. Because finding somebody to hump ain't never been a problem. Okay, so it's just finding somebody worth my time to hump is a whole other story. So I don't know. I just felt like, okay, if he was my boyfriend and I just happened to get pregnant, I wouldn't mind it so much. But now it's just like, nah, I'd rather stick to my donor, continue to look for my husband in the way I've been looking for my husband, and not be trying to get pregnant by him. I'm not trying to get pregnant by him because I'm trying to get pregnant by my donor. But some guys will try to talk you into it. Oh, I'll be a baby's daddy. Uh, I'm good. I don't know you yet. I don't know you. Some guys would be like, no, but fresh is best. Yeah, it is. But you ain't faithful to your current baby mama. Why I want you to be my baby daddy? Like one of my closest friends talked me out of becoming an SMBC. She asked me hard hitting questions. Like what kind of questions, Deidre? Let's see if she can talk me out of it. What did she ask? I'm interested. Fresh is best, as in frozen sperm doesn't live as long. Fresh lives longer than frozen sperm. That kind of thing. But any doctor will tell you that fresh sperm is always best. Even in IVF situations where there's a male partner, they'll bring the partner in to give a fresh sample that morning of the retrieval. They may have like a frozen sample that they can use just in case, but they like to get the fresh. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like maybe my home inseminations would have worked if I was using fresh sperm. I don't know. Did we lose Beta Bang? I want to say Happy New Year to her. We got 10 minutes. You still in here? How would I be able to explain how they were made? Who's their father when the child would ask? I would feel to never really know what my child would look like. Yeah, they did exceed Miss Anonymous. Yep. They that's pretty much the standard for frozen sperm is to do ICSI. Let's see. Hmm. You know, Deidre, they have books. Hey, Bang Bang. Hey, getting close to New Year's for you. Black Monroe. I'm actually on the East Coast, so we done been on here for hours. I done, I done did my toast. I'm saving my little bit right here for Bang Bang, so I can toast her or toast to the West Coast. And then I think we're gonna have to shut it down. I think we're gonna have to shut it down after that. Mm. Um, yeah, so Deidre, they have books out here that explain, the different ways kids are made now. But I can understand if you didn't know how you could explain that then. That might have made it that a little bit difficult to you. The father question for me, that's always been on my mind. Like if you watch my how I chose my donor, that's one of the things because like I thought like, all right, if I'm gonna pick my baby daddy from a catalog, I might as well be superficial, right? But then, the more I thought about it, it was like, well, what happens when my kid asks me why I picked the father I picked for them? What made me pick this donor versus somebody else? And the reality was I just didn't want to be superficial in that answer. So I looked for more the personality traits, things that were going on with the family, things that I could really relate to, and feel connected to. So, but I couldn't really tell them anything about their father. I guess the most I could show would be like the keepsake booklet that they would send with like the father's information and stuff. So that's about the most I would be able to tell them. But I think for me, because of that, it was really important to me to find a donor who was open ID to give my child a chance to meet their father or speak to their biological father if that was something they were interested in when they got older. Yeah, they're made with love like any other child. Yes, love and a little bit of science, right, Ashley? Yeah, it's 2:54 here. I'm hanging on. It's long past my bedtime. The age of information. Yep. Or Deidre, you can you can tell your friend next time you'll just do a 23andMe and find your donor. You'll do an ancestry DNA or a 23andMe and find the donor right away before the kid's even able to speak. Not to really know what my child would be like. Keep in mind, I was in my 20s at the time. That's what my husband was like. We'll do it together. We weren't married then. We married after. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. I didn't know you were thinking about being a single mom by choice that early. Every family is unique. We may be different, but still complete and filled with love. Absolutely. Absolutely. A lot of love and a lot of effort. And if you want to get down to it, a whole lot of money. Right. Or I would say, just like the cats, basically adopted. I'm not their biological mother, but I am their mommy. I am your mommy. So while you don't have a biological father here, there'll be a man in your life. Hopefully. Why at 22? I don't know. I didn't even know I wanted to be a mom at 22. I didn't make that decision until I was 26. I don't know. I've been an auntie for way too long. I mean, when you grow up with spoiled behind nieces and nephews like I did, you're not so anxious for a kid. But it wasn't until I was told that I had basically a timeline on my childbearing years that I had to make that decision. That they plan a child versus actively planning to start a family and someone volunteering to help. That's true. That's true. Relationship marriage is no guarantee of a two-parent family. And that's what I tell people all the time when they tell me I should do it the right way. Marriage is not a guarantee of a two-parent household. Hmm. Yeah, I agree. Black Monroe and Ashley, I agree with you both. It's probably a little easier to explain it when you choose to be a single mom by choice than being forced into it. Because then you have to explain what could potentially be the in and out of a second parent. And that's hard too. Yep, almost countdown. You got about what, 2 minutes? 2.5 minutes? Absolutely. Absolutely. And that I think that's the important thing. You can be good parents without being together and in the same household. What would you rather your child see? A healthy person that's single or a healthy relationship, whether it's with their biological parent or not? I would rather my child see a healthy relationship and then than see two miserable people who are just trying to coexist for the sake of a kid. I don't know, Black Monroe. The best way I would probably explain a dad that didn't want to be around is that he was ill. He's sick, um, and that he has to get himself better because you have to be ill to be a parent and not want to be involved with your child's life. That's how I look at it. Your dad has an illness. Oh, Deidre, you've got another 2 hours to go, huh? Even after Bang Bang. 2 more hours. Yeah. Well, girl, I can't hang with you till 5 a.m. I can't hang with you that long. I don't know. This fire is doing something. It's piping up. I would just say some people don't take responsibility for their actions and raise my kids to be better. Yeah. Getting knocked up back to back by randoms. If only it were that simple to just get knocked up back to back by randoms. You know, it's almost like you stay on this journey long enough, you almost wish you could get knocked up back to back by randoms by now. Yeah, it'll be 5 a.m. here. It's 3 o'clock. Oh, is it Happy New Year? Happy New Year, Black Monroe. Cheers to 2019. Woo! This is the last of my drink, y'all. We've now been on this live for 3 hours and 17 minutes and 37 seconds. Happy New Year. All right, so from the East Coast to the wall. Cheers. Happy New Year. You made it. You made it. I did do my own hair. I didn't record this one though, because I was tight. I was tight with it, trying to get it done before I went on vacation, so I didn't record it. Oh, you missed it. What'd you miss? Oh, you missed the East Coast Happy New Year. Have a good night, Black Monroe. It's late. I know it's late. I want to finish this because on the Reezy for Sheezy, the sugar in this is actually starting to put me down. I know. We live to see a new day and a new year in this week, in a new month. So blessings all around for all of us. I know, Deidre, you got another couple hours, but I have faith you gonna make it, girl. I have faith you gonna make it. But thank you, ladies, for hanging out with me. This is like the longest live I've ever done, ever. And somebody gonna be mad when they come in here to watch it. Somebody gonna be mad when they come in here to watch it. But I had a great time. Thanks for spending New Year's with me. It definitely helped me feel not so alone on my New Year's. I don't have any Pinterest. I haven't done a whole lot of stuff. I think Ashley, there's just some things I'm kind of like trying to save for like when I'm pregnant. Um, because I don't know. I think I don't mind doing a few fake purchases, especially if they're like crazy on sale. B Smith's husband claps back. Uh oh. One of my friends said, but oh yeah, go catch the fireworks. Go catch the fireworks, Deidre. Good night, Miss Anonymous. Happy New Year. Thank you. Apple and Spice, TTC, Christy Star. Hey, Happy New Year. Love and hugs. Good night. Good night. Good night. Um, I don't know. I gotta work on the Pinterest, Ashley. But I think that's something I'm waiting until I'm like pregnant. I also plan to do a little bit of crocheting of like baby clothes, like maybe like some booties and an outfit of some kind. That's all. I'm also waiting until I'm pregnant for that too. Good night, good morning, Mika. Good night. Happy New Year. So it's just I think some things I just feel like I need to wait until there's a baby on board. Because I certainly done a whole lot on the fake purchase side of things. Bang, bang, I know you're going to sleep. I'm going to go to sleep too because I need to act like I need to get up. Well, I don't need to get up, but I think I'm going to play some video games tomorrow. So I definitely need time to do that. Happy New Year, Kay. Hey, you still around, Kay? Happy New Year and good night. Good night, ladies. Happy New Year, Sticky Baby Dust. To all TTC, including myself. Remember, the struggle is going to just be the beginning of the story, right? It's about faith and love, and hopefully to the struggle being only the beginning. Happy New Year, ladies. Thank you for hanging out with me. Have a good night. Stream my game. I don't know. I'm not set up for that. I'm not set up for that. It's going to take me hours to figure that out. I'd rather just play. I'll figure that out later. Alrighty. Good night.